You could have heard this episode 48 hours early on our Patreon, patreon.com/indieheadspodcast. By joining us for as low as $1 a month, you'll receive episodes early, gain access to our Discord server, and get bi-weekly playlists from the Indie Heads podcast crew. All of our upcoming episodes, including this series right here, will be up on our Patreon 48 hours before it hits our public podcast feeds. And if you're hearing this via our Patreon feed, we thank you so much for your support. But before we begin this episode, we want to thank our Real One patrons, including Selectric, David Culbert, Maizefarms, Bex, Georgia Makowski, AJ Moser, Rachel Hartman, Noah Kurtz, Waffle113, Alex Bielovich, and Derrick Pemberton. To become a Real One, consider supporting us with a $5 a month donation where we'll receive bonus episodes every month and get a shout out on the podcast. But anyways, enjoy the episode. Gavin, Alex, have you guys heard from Principal Dill at all? Like, ever since, a couple months ago, I haven't heard anything from him. I think there was maybe a weird hallucination I had where me and Alex talked to him back in January, but like I said, it might have been a hallucination, it might have been real. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I saw an Italian sub and a kid's roller backpack, and I got stuck in there. But I haven't really been checking.
Who even knows what's real and what's fake anymore?
Well, I mean, should we just go into his office and see what's going on? I mean, he hasn't called us, hasn't said anything, I still need my fucking earbuds back. He still hasn't given them back to me.
Yeah, so I'm not going to get my Eagle Scout badge unless I do a good deed today. So let's go check on Principal Dill.
We got to go secure those buds for you, Matty.
Yeah. All right, let's head inside. Principal Dill, are you okay? What's going on?
What are you kids doing over here? The first thing I see, I open up my mailbox and you guys have sent me ACL tickets for 2015. And then all of a sudden, I'm trying to have my lunch at a $24 burger bar. And all of a sudden, this madman comes and abducts me from it. But I know you three are behind this.
Wait, you think we're behind you getting kidnapped by a strange person? You don't think that person is to blame at all in this scenario?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Ask him yourself. Ask him yourself.
Ah, so I see you received the free tickets I sent you. I'm so glad I did want you to be here. You see, it doesn't matter if you send me back to the podcast. Dill's been driven mad. I've proved my point. I've demonstrated that even the sanest man alive can be driven to lunacy. All it takes is one bad song. That's how far the world is from where I am, just one bad song. You heard a bad song once, am I right? You know I am. You heard a bad song and everything changed. Why else would you do a podcast listening to car commercial music? You heard a bad song and it drove you as crazy as everybody else. Only you won't admit it. You have to keep pretending that life makes sense, that there's some point to all this struggling. God, you make me want to puke. I mean, what is it with you? What made you what you are? Girlfriend killed by the mob, maybe? Brother carved up by some mugger? Something like that, I bet. Something like that. Something like that happened to me, I'm not exactly sure what it was. Sometimes I remember it one way, sometimes another. If I'm going to have a past, I prefer it to be multiple choice. My point is, I went crazy. I heard the Black Keys. I heard Red Hot Chili Peppers. I saw what a black, awful joke the world was, and I went crazy as a coot. I admit it, so why can't you? You're not unintelligent. You must see the reality of the situation. It's all a joke. Anything everybody ever valued was or struggled for is all a monstrous, demented gag. So why can't you see the funny side? Why aren't you laughing? I'm the Joker.
Okay, we're just get on the episode. Let's just get moving on the episode.
The Chevrolet Cruze, you are the new Chrysler Town and Country. The all-new Nissan Sentra, Volkswagen Jetta, new Chrysler Town and Country. The all-new Hyundai Elantra, new Chrysler Town and Country. This is the Ford F-150.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Indie Heads podcast, car commercial number ones. I am your host, Matty, at Rivian Prince on Twitter. Of course, I am joined by my fellow co-host Alex, Gavin. Fuck. Just fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck.
My ass is so blasted.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not even pee poo poo pilled anymore. It's just like shit and piss now.
Yeah, straight up. If you thought Sadie and Shamir were on the same wavelength a couple episodes again, just wait till you get a fucking load of what me and Alex have in store today.
This white people sex music has got to go.
Yeah, it's time to be. It's time to get over this shit, folks.
Well, we are joined by three guests on this episode. Of course, as you heard, Mr. AJ Moser is back again on the pod. Don't say anything. Do not.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's an absolute pleasure to be here.
Don't lie.
I am so excited. This has been the only thing I've had to look forward to in 2021, and it's been so reassuring.
Oh boy. We are also joined by Principal Dill. Welcome back. Sorry that you were in duress because of the freaking Joker baby.
I have not been looking forward to this at all. In fact, I've been dreading this for like a week now. So much so. I'm mainly upset that I got the dice roll to be on another fucking episode where AJ can just just go fucking ham on it. Yeah, I'm not happy. I'm just pain.
Well, you've spread your pain and sorrow to our special guest who is returning to the pod. David, welcome back to the pod. Sorry that Dill invited you to you went from the Daughters retrospect, which this in-depth discussion about this great work of art, to pee poo poo shit piss cum.
Well, what I have noticed in general is that since I was on the Daughters episode, it sort of has devolved into this just sort of like, fuck good music. Like, let's just talk about pain and suffering. I get it. I do. I mean, we're all in the pain and suffering mindset, but like at a certain point, it's kind of like, you just got to like look at yourself in the mirror and say like, am I a part of this? Am I doing this to myself a little? God,
Matty,
rough, y'all.
Yes.
Can we get the sound? Come on.
The sound? What sound? Is this what you need?
Yeah.
That's the one.
Yeah,
That's
what
what
Well,
so good.
folks,
That's such a good song.
Thanks
we
for
are back
having
once again.
Thanks, Jordan.
That's smart. Get out while you still can.
I texted David and I was like, hey, do you want to be on the car commercial podcast? And he was like, I would love to. And I immediately shot back, are you sure about that?
Well,
God.
again, it was one of those things where I was like, yeah, because like I want, like, one thing I'm probably going to mention again later, but like I want to bring up the fact that like my mind immediately drifts to sort of the golden era of like indie film directors directing car commercials and doing like, Nick Drake and Polyphonic Spree. And then I remembered that like that caused this horrible backlash of like accessible indie music becoming the thing, and like quote unquote indie music. And it's just like, oh no, I forgot the Black Keys existed and like now everything's ruined.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, this whole genre is like if an indie band was fronted by David Spade. Like that's
exactly. Oh my god, yeah.
That's what all these bands are. So like this, it's just misery at this point.
And not the kind of misery I love, and not the kind of misery I tend to like delve into for fun.
Oh boy. Well, speaking of pain and misery, let's just get into this.
Well,
shit, guys.
Matty, hold on a sec, real quick. Actually, before we start, before we get into the playlist proper this week, as I mentioned, I've really been enjoying watching from the sidelines and listening to this podcast, not just as a member but as a fan. And unfortunately, over the past couple of weeks, I've taken some issue with some of the statements, and so I've
come the fuck on, dude! There's 14 songs this week.
I brought a very, very brief list of
fuck, dude.
corrections and grievances that I just want to air on the podcast.
All right,
So
let's fucking go.
I'm gonna get these out real quick. Very first, the first thing I just
gag him.
the first thing I just want to say is that, like, ostensibly, this is the Indie Heads podcast, and the band that you guys have come at the hardest so far in the entire series has been fucking Death Cab for Cutie. The only thing that anyone said about that song was negative. You all were just like, "This is fucking miserable. Ben Gibbard is a shit," and like, what the fuck is you? You then went on to like praise fucking, I don't know, Congos for 15 minutes. It's absurd. That's
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
Like,
This
not
man
the
does
same
not
episode.
listen.
Not
This
in the
man
same
is
episode,
lying.
but you know what I mean. The vitriol that was thrown at Death Cab for Cutie from the Indie Heads podcast
Look,
was disgusting.
AJ, in my can I have an official response to that? Just very brief.
I am reclaiming.
I
my
didn't
time,
know
sir.
how bad it was gonna get. Okay,
Yeah.
AJ, I didn't know how bad it was gonna get. If I could go back, I would not be as harsh in that song because, oh my god, it was going to get so much worse.
No, that song's
we
still
can
terrible,
continue.
Matty. Hold your ground.
It's terrible, but it's terrible, but it must be solid mid tier at this point.
We
But
can breeze.
continue,
We can
AJ.
breeze through the rest of these pretty quickly. So in the very first episode, Gavin and Alex were really hot on Jared Leto and just his entire self-contained social media universe, and they referred to themselves as being Leto pilled. I just want to point out that you don't get Leto pilled; you get Leto serumed because he's the dang Joker.
Okay.
When you guys talked in depth about the Black Keys members on the episode 2 weeks ago, no one referred to the one guy as Patrick Corney. I thought that was a pretty overmissed opportunity. Nobody asked what if they were called Shits in the Tantrums. Nobody said what if Gautier said instead of "you didn't have to cut me off, you didn't have to suck me off." What if instead of the song being called "Shake Me Down," it was called "Suck Me Off"? And finally, what if Foster the People said instead of "all the other kids with the pumped up kicks," said "all the other kids with the sucked off dicks"? Now we can start the playlist.
Okay, all right. Well,
All downhill
let's-
from here,
let's-
folks.
Yeah.
from here. Okay, let us get into it. So our first song this week is our good pals Cage the Elephant returning once again.
Good
with,
pals.
I think.
Matty. Matty, respectfully, shut the fuck up.
The despair in Alex and Gavin is so fucking funny. They're suffering.
Oh god. Okay, their song, "Cigarette Daydreams," went number 1 on January 31st, 2015, overtaking Foo Fighters' "Something from Nothing" for number 1 on December 6th, 2014. Of course, "Cigarette Daydreams" number 1 for 4 weeks. Let's hear a little bit of "Cigarette Daydreams" real quick.
Funny how it seems like yesterday. As I recall, you were looking out of place, gathered up your things and slipped away. No time at all, I followed you into the hall. Cigarette, daydream. You were only 17, so sweet. With the
Is this song about their guitarist?
You can drive all night.
Because he just got his driver's license.
The answers in the
Yeah.
morning. You wanna find peace of mind. Looking for the answer. If we can find a reason to change.
All right.
Can I just say that this song is fine? I'm just so fucking sick of this band that every time I hear it, I just go I go pee pee poo poo mode. I know I said I was just shit and piss now, but that's what my week has been.
It's meh. I'm very meh on this song. It is. I liked "Come a Little Closer" a little better, and I understand why people would be like, "Oh, this is good," but like, I'm just so I am sick of this band to an extent.
I can't talk about 2 more Cage the Elephant songs.
Yeah.
We've gotten through most of them. We've got through most of them.
I know. I said
technically we
let's
still have
celebrate
3 more because we have to talk about fucking Mess Around
But
later today.
but after this episode, we have gotten through 6 songs. And that's most of them. That's
Jesus.
something to celebrate. That's something to clap about.
I
They had
said-
another hit this year, apparently.
They're a 6-song band, as everyone knows. They've only come up with the 6, so you're free after that forever.
Remember during the Butt Rock series when you guys cut out the Red Hot Chili Peppers? I don't know why you just didn't do that for Cage as well.
I don't know either.
I said at the beginning of the series that it was important to because this was the band that had the most number ones. It was important to be like, okay, we have to listen to all of them because we have to know, okay, why this band? Why is this band, the torch, basically the torch, carrier, torch bearer for, alt rock or alt music this decade? Like, why? And I don't think I can still answer. I can't answer that question still. I have no fucking idea why why they're the band.
I think the thing is, like, most of them haven't been particularly skippable. Like, they've been significant in the band's development or whatever, and so it felt pertinent to talk about them. Like,
what development are we talking about here?
Well, I mean there is like a certain arc we're watching in terms of the band's quality. Like, this song is significantly better than the first 2 Cage the Elephant songs we talked about. And
I speak?
Oh,
okay.
yes.
Okay. I don't want to just come out and say how I feel about this song. I've prepared a little multiple choice section.
AJ.
Just play along. So we're just going to play together. Is this A, the best Cage the Elephant song ever written? Is this B, the best song on the list this week?
Oh my
is
God.
this C,
AJ, no.
the only good song on the list this week? Is this D, the best song in the entire car commercial #1 series? Is this E, the last good song that will ever be discussed on the car commercial #1 series? Or is it F, all of the above?
AJ, you are broken.
Yeah.
You are.
This is a real song. This song is really, really good. It's just like a simple, saccharine little ballad, but you have to, as Alex was talking about, you look at Cage the Elephant as this band that fucking blew up as being like the Beavis and Butthead of rock music. Like, they're fucking popular because their first song was in the Borderlands trailer, and everyone was like, that was a little wacky, that was a little quirky, and all their fucking songs have like just I don't even know what the guy from Cage the Elephant looks like, honestly, but he's just got what I would classify as Lil Stinker face, I'm sure, where he's just sort of looking into the camera and being like, oh, did I do that? I'm a little stinker. His vocal delivery is always so like tongue-in-cheek and just sort of annoying and gaffy. And I think that this song is like a poignant closer on what's like their best-ish album. I don't even feel passionate about this album very much. I just think the song is really cute and really nice and really sweet. And compared to everything else we're talking about on this fucking podcast, that feels like a goddamn revelation. Because
that is so nice to something so bland. I like, it's like so like, okay, I remember when like Cage the Elephant first started like coming around, and I remember like even hearing before the Borderlands trailer, like, friends who were sort of interested in like not even really like out there independent music or anything along those lines, just sort of being like, yeah, it's like it's like the radio version of alternative, and just immediately being like, I can never hear this band again and my life will not be changed. And I feel like that after that song, like the thing I'll say this about Cigarette Daydreams is that like it's fine, and that's saying a lot more than some of these other songs.
I can like imagine fine. I can imagine having a lived experience with the song, you know what I mean? Like, this is the kind of song that you would hear and associate with memories or people or like put in a place. Like, it's a sort of, it can be a mood board song. The rest of this shit is just fucking dog water.
Something that is like, basically you're saying that like something is good because it's not bad. At that
no,
point,
I think this song
that's
is
the entire thesis statement of this podcast.
Yes.
I think this song is very, very good. I would go as far to say as I love this song.
No, what?
Yes,
okay.
I love this song.
That's wild.
Okay, and then
before this series, I would have been inclined to agree with you, but I have had to listen to and analyze 6 songs by this band that all sound the fucking exact same,
here's
and
the
I'm
thing.
just so tired
Here's
of
the
listening
thing.
to this man's voice.
Look, I swore off this band last week. I said I wasn't going to talk about him. I said I was taking a vow of silence. This is the best Cage the Elephant song, and I still don't give a fucking shit about it. Like, who cares?
See, like, I wrote this line down, and it was actually applying to the Modest Mouse song that is coming out, but like I wrote this line down, and it applies to this specifically as well. Like, oh fuck, the song ended, and I stopped hearing it long before I stopped listening.
Yeah.
Like, that is this. Like, where I was just sort of like, oh, it's over. Oh shit, I guess I hadn't actually been ingesting any of this art that I'm supposed to be like ingesting at this point.
It's only honestly 3.5 minutes. It's only 3.5 minutes, and it feels like a fucking eternity.
This is a shitty reductive thing to say, and it sucks too because it's obvious that this is what they're going for, but it's like a fucking like 60s or 70s like pop, love song basically. And I don't think it is revolutionary or change the world, but it's a good song. I don't know. I like it. It's a cute little guy.
I can agree with that.
It's a cute little guy.
This band just makes me feel like deep despair at this point. Just in the depths of my soul. I don't know. I'm down bad.
Yeah. Here's what happened. Back in like October, Matty posted all these playlists for the first time, and I was just kind of scrolling through them, and I saw Cigarette Daydreams at the top of this one, and like without really processing the rest of it, I went like, I love that song. I would like to talk about that one. And then my eyes caught on the image that's directly next to this in the cover art for the playlist, and it's the next fucking song. And I scrolled down the track list and I said, Jesus Christ. And then I scrolled through the rest of the playlist and I said, Jesus Christ, this shit is so dire. I need to be on either episodes 1 through 5. I would prefer to be on episode 5 because this is fully the fucking breaking point. Like, you guys you were down bad last week, getting real depressed about the sorry state of the industry and the music you had to listen to. Like, as soon as we stop talking about Cigarette Daydreams and move on, it is all fucking downhill so fast, with one very
huge exception.
I think there are like 2 or 3 good exceptions, but
anyways,
we will get to this.
Anyways, our next song is Walk the Moon's Shut Up and Dance, which was number 1 on February 28th, 2015 for 4 weeks. So let's hear a little bit of Shut Up and Dance.
God.
We were victims of the night. The chemical, physical, kryptonite.
The artwork for this album is just so brutal.
I just slouched forward and put my fucking forehead in my hand.
My neighborhood is gentrifying in real time listening to this.
This is like the first band whose like favorite band is Train,
Stop being mean to Walk the Moon,
No,
guys.
Matty, this song sucks complete ass.
We talked about Anna Sun before this pod, and that song is just so much better than this.
I can't believe that Anna Sun and this are the same band, because like Anna Sun's cute or whatever. Like, if I have to listen to fucking radio pop, I would prefer it to be Anna Sun, because the note that I wrote for this song, the first thing I wrote down, this song is fucking evil. I detest this so much.
It has such an incredible Pete Buttigieg energy to it.
God, that sickly yellow cover art with these fucking twee ass college improv flash mob looking glee ass guys on the cover, just in their matching white t-shirts and the like 3/4 beanies. I despise it. It means nothing. It's so empty. And
so
like,
sorry.
It was
Go ahead.
I had heard the opening like guitar part. I'd never heard the song before, and I'm so sad that I can't go back to that moment in my life, because like as soon as I heard that guitar part, I was like, oh, it sounds sort of like jangly like early U2 guitar part, and then like I immediately wrote down, that is such an insult to a band that I hate.
Yeah, no, it is literally like almost an exact copy of the guitars on Where the Streets Have No Name.
Exactly. And then like I was like, oh, so they're like straight up just ripping off like U2, and then I was like, that's so mean to U2. I would never say that again. Like, Jesus, like Pete Buttigieg energy is right. It's fucking Starbucks vanilla bean frappuccino energy. It's like, you know, I like
I
coffee.
like the vanilla bean.
I can't tell you why.
Oh,
but
sure. Yeah, we all like it, and then forget that it exists about like a second after we drank it.
We're never going to admit that we ordered it, especially
Yeah.
in front of other people.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, and this is an important subgenre of car commercial music. This song was very clearly cynically written to be deployed at every wedding, every white wedding, I should specify, from now until the end of fucking time. And it's one of those songs that has no reason to exist other than, like, can you imagine anyone hearing this song and being like, "Aw, that's romantic," or being like, you know, this song like reminds me of my partner or my significant other.
I actually can imagine that, because this song carries with it such a strong like heterosexual energy to it that is impossible to.
I can imagine, and guess what? Good for them. I'm not gonna hate on some happy couples because I like this song. You guys are mean.
I will
hate on the straights all I want.
Save your bullets for much more deserving targets.
I've got a bullet with a name on it, my friends.
This is probably the second most sinister song on the list this week.
Shut the fuck up!
This song appeals to people who say like, I love music, and just that's like the broad statement that they make. It's like it's a hobby or whatever. It's disgusting to me.
I feel like we're owning ourselves by hating a song whose only intent is good vibes, but it does suck real bad.
Yeah.
I want Nat back. Where's Nat? Can I get Nat back on this podcast so we can talk about how good the song is?
I've left you guys in the dark about my opinions. My thing is, I'm the opposite of car commercial pilled. I'm as fucking black pilled as you can get for this music. I hate it. I hate it.
But see, like that's the thing though, is that like the fact that it is so positive, like that's what like by the end of the playlist was getting me so depressed, was how like purposefully engineered these things are to be inoffensive. Like that's what was making me so depressed about this, is like it is so like, yeah, just have a good time. It's like I genuinely don't give a fuck if you actually have a good time, but I want it to sound like I care that you have a good time. So here's some absolute treacly bullshit for you to enjoy. And that was just like, by the end of it, it sent me into like this state of ennui and malaise that I just was like staring at middle distance, like, okay, yeah, that's
yep,
vibes.
Exactly.
Vibes mean nothing when in a later episode y'all are gonna have to deal with High Hopes, which is the most like positive, good vibe song in the world, and you guys are gonna go absolutely ape shit tearing it apart. I mean,
this song and High Hopes belong in the same category that I can only describe as DNC core music. That fucking Javits Center as the balloons fall down to announce Hillary Clinton is the nominee again in 2024. I mean, like that's the vision I'm getting here.
All right, we are back. A little slight technical difficulty there. Do we have any more thoughts on Shut Up and Dance, or are we ready to move on to our next song here?
Get me away from this song.
The only other note I had written down was like, how fucking dare this guy go, I don't know how it happened in the chorus of the song, when the rest of the song is just excruciatingly banal, detailing this miserable encounter. It's disgusting.
Describing exactly how it happened.
Yeah, and then going, I don't know how that happened. Shut the fuck up. Oh, yeah, no, the other thing I wanted to say is this song is just like Matt Christman screaming, "Shut up and dance with me," is exactly what this song is.
If I remember, if I feel like I have the energy, I will try my best to do an edit of
I was so hoping that the clip when you started to play the sample would just be that scream.
Oh, I've got something planned for a song later on.
I'm concerned by this.
Anyways, our next song is Modest Mouse making their chart return with their song Lampshades on Fire, which went number 1 on March 28th, 2015. for 3 weeks. So let's hear a little bit of Lampshades on Fire.
I feel like this is screaming in my face right now.
It is.
Poo poo.
When did Modest Mouse become the Muppets?
It's like they're their own sound-alike band at this point. You know what I mean? It's like they're like, fuck it, we'll like do Modest Mouse covers because who else is doing them?
This is the at least the second worst song that we have to talk about this week, because holy fucking shit, this is an abomination.
It's so vindicating to me as a person who does not nor has ever liked Modest Mouse to just get to ride the smug wave of satisfaction with this song being so dog shit, because like this song is what I hear every single time I hear Modest Mouse, and it's just like it's really encouraging to know that I'm not just insane and that other people like see this.
Yeah, so I think you posted in the chat, which is like, this is what Modest Mouse sounds like to people who fucking hate Modest Mouse, and I was like, I get it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that for sure.
This was 11 years between Float On and this.
It is really trying to do Float On, basically. Like,
This song is punishing.
all the Sonic
Matty,
ideas.
don't you dare say this is
This
good.
is what I really call a party now.
Shut the fuck up.
Shut up. Shut up.
You know what I'm
This song
talking
is terrible.
about.
This song has high school bully energy.
That's like every Modest Mouse song, though. But like, this is more of like,
But this is like straight
This
up
is like-
he's trying to give you a swirly.
yeah.
So,
this
like,
is like extremely like Dylan high school energy, because in high school, like Modest Mouse was my favorite band when I was like 16 years old.
Mhm.
Oh, is that
Oh,
right?
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, and I remember I went and saw them at like Fun Fest in 2014. I like stood in front of the stage like all day because I really wanted to watch them. And I stood there for like 6 or 7 hours straight.
Jesus.
And then it like, looking back on it, I'm like, why the fuck did I do that to myself?
For Isaac Brock.
And then Isaac Brock comes out, and this is like, I think maybe the third or fourth song that they played, and the man was fucking plastered. Like,
Well, that's what I wanted
that's like
to say.
that's like, I didn't know what the reputation of Modest Mouse live was at that time. I was more of just like, they're like trailer trash punk boys, haha. But this is just so, like, I don't know how to describe it. Like, I'm getting like mad and like flushed face right now just thinking about it.
It would have been better had this song not been written.
The old Modest Mouse stuff, even if I don't like it, like clearly has something it's trying to emulate and gives off an aesthetic or an image. Like it's got that sort of like Western swagger of the sort of like classical man, cowboy archetypes wandering into a saloon in a leather jacket. And this song sounds like that picture. This song sounds like that picture of John Lennon doing the SpongeBob walk. But like, Dill was saying like Isaac Brock is notorious for, if you go to see Modest Mouse, like you can straight up flip a coin and like, is he going to be shit faced and like nonverbal or not when he's up on stage, and that's exactly what's happening here. And the funny thing is, like, for as bad as this song is, it might be the best song on this album from 2015. Like, Pistol is on that song, on that album, and we need to talk about Pistol. I want to talk about Pistol.
Is an actual war crime. Like, I'm absolutely certain they used that in Afghanistan.
Let's not act like they couldn't use this there too. I mean, this is so atrocious to my ears. This was the first one I started skipping, and
I love to be waterboarded and hear this is what I really call upon it now.
Yeah,
I fucking hate Isaac Brock. I fucking hate this little smug ass piece of shit with his stupid fucking lisp. I would bully the shit out of Isaac Brock in high school.
See, like Isaac Brock is the kind of person, like you were saying that he has like high school bully energy, but like he's got the energy of like the kid who thinks he's bullied because he likes vaguely weird shit and therefore is an asshole to everyone else because he thinks he's being mean to the bullies, but the entire time is actually like basically there's that line from, you know, Bukowski where he's like, you know, God would want to be such an asshole. You fucking asshole. You are that asshole. And like, and you were saying like, you know, there's a 50% chance he's like shit-faced and nonverbal. The other 50% chance is that he's shit-faced and berating you. Like that's the thing about Isaac Brock is like, there's no chance in that, you know, percentage that he is like sober and happy and like, yeah, let's rock, guys.
I would take an angry song. I would take being berated or a song with teeth or with grit over whatever this. This is like being having a wet paper towel thrown at you.
Well, no, fuck off. What I'm saying is that like at his concerts, he won't play. Period. He'll just be like, "You guys are stupid," and then leave. Like he's a mean drunk asshole who doesn't know how to write like decent songs anymore, and it's basically just I'm rambling at someone I used to really like because it's so disappointing to hear this.
I think it's funny that they haven't done anything since this. Like they must have just had the wind sucked out of them and been like, yeah, we really fucked up with that one.
There were some singles a year ago or so.
But I remember like right after Strangers to Ourselves came out, Isaac was like, yeah, we're coming out with another album next year, and then it never came. And then someone did an interview with him in like 2018, and he was like, yeah, everyone seemed to hate that album, so I just scrapped everything we had from it.
This might be raunchy, and feel free to cut it, but in 2016, Modest Mouse did a co-headlining tour with Brand New, and the wrong kid died.
Damn.
Oh.
Jesus Christ. Why can't both kids die? Can both kids just die
at
in
this
this
point?
scenario?
It's Sophie's choice,
I
but just sort of both.
Oh god, I just want to say before we move on to our next song, I want to make a comment about Isaac Brock. I imagine Isaac Brock looked at the drill tweet about drunk driving and was like, damn, he made some points here.
Well, no, there was like the trend in like 2015, 2016, which was like describe albums using drill tweets, and like everything Isaac Brock does is basically a drill tweet.
He could actually be the person behind drill, and like, you know, props to him if he is. He could be one of the drill ghostwriters. I don't think
he would. I don't think he would know if he was at this point in his life.
Yeah.
Oh god, are we okay? Let's move on. I think
this is gone off the rails.
We're off the rails.
Y'all are so mad. Like, I hate this song. I think this is the worst song this week. But like, come on.
That's such a wild take to like. God, there's some vile.
We have Renegades this week, and this song is less listenable to me.
I disagree wholeheartedly because at least
God,
I'm when we get there. Oh my god.
Let's move on. It's our next song is Mumford & Sons Believe, which went number 1 on April 18th, 2015 for 3 weeks. So let's hear a little bit of Believe real quick.
Is it something you can listen to? Like,
possibly give a shit about this at this point. We've heard 1,000 songs that sound exactly like this. Who gives a shit? We could talk about any song right now and it'd be better than talking about this one.
Gavin, I just don't think you're believing hard enough.
This is the most Christian song I've ever heard in my life.
I love when Gavin and Alex employ the filibuster by just yelling over the sample of a
Yeah.
song they really don't like. They're like, I can't even wait 30 seconds.
Oh my god.
Matty, you
Fucked up really bad also by picking like the only interesting part of this song because it does it a disservice. The rest of it is boring as dog shit.
This isn't even interesting.
It's
This
more
is-
interesting than what came before it. Good lord.
This song. This is like a Nothing the National song, which is why Dill likes it.
Yeah. Well,
No, look, my entire thesis has been if this song was instead sung by Bon Iver, no one would have a problem with it. They would
I
just
would.
like
Yeah, you said that.
Believer spelled with a 3 and an underscore. And damn, what's
Bon
going
Iver
on
has
here?
not done a good thing since 2011.
I cannot.
so-
That's exactly what. That was exactly my
I
response.
cannot. We cannot have an actual conversation on this podcast. We cannot do that.
That was exactly like, so Dill said that to me. Like I sent him a text, and like literally all I said was, so Mumford and Sons is just Coldplay now, huh? And like his response was like, I feel like if Bon Iver had said that, and I was just like, yeah, and like Bon Iver, I haven't like given a shit in fucking 10 years about them, so like that's not a good retort.
I wrote
Coldplay
down.
would not make a song this bad. Coldplay would not do that to us.
I
Paradise.
digress.
fucking Viva
Mumford
La
and
Vida
Sons is-
exists.
Mumford and Sons is trying to be
What?
Kings
No,
of Leon
no.
now.
This is a.
What the fuck?
I'm
you just
sorry,
say-
but
Oh my god.
I fucking loathe Coldplay with like every part of my fucking
Well,
being.
well,
So,
you're
like,
wrong.
So basically, it's like Coldplay heard the bends and was just sort of like, let's do that, but for the rest of our career, and then every once in a while we'll add a horn section or something.
David, if you
And it's
if you
just-
hate the monkey song, I'm gonna kick you off the podcast.
That's a bannable offense.
Folks, we're coming dangerously close to having real conversations about actual
yeah, come
things
on.
and not just about PPP.
Yeah.
The philosophy, the philosophical flag that I want to put down. This is how I live my entire life. I wake up every day and I repeat this mantra to myself. You are either a Mumford or you are a son, and this song is a son, not a Mumford. Like what the fuck? It's disappointing to me. Gosh, no, I guess we wouldn't have talked about this on the microphone. I really, really like the first two Mumford & Sons albums completely wholehearted and enthusiastically, like genuinely enjoy those albums.
I agree.
And my big theory about Mumford & Sons is that they're actually one of the best pop bands of like this period of alternative music or whatever, and just because they elect to use banjos and that sort of like twangy folk sound instead of whatever like filtered diet soda music is normally coming out, people really reacted to that in such a negative way, and it's coming out around the same time that like Arcade Fire win album of the year for The Suburbs, and everyone is just recoiling in anger at the idea of, I'm doing big air quotes, like hipster culture. And you listen to Mumford and Sons and you're like, I'm so fucking mad about banjos and espresso and shit, and just like making up things to make yourself angry about. And then it's disappointing, like I banging the drum and fighting the good fight that Mumford and Sons are good. Actually, they just come out with this limp dick song that does nothing for 2 minutes, and you're like, I guess it's trying to do a build so they'll bring in like their sound or whatever. And yeah, it's just fucking like Kings of Leon Jr. It's miserable.
Yeah, this is a Reliant K B-side. Like, who
This
cares?
is like Grey's Anatomy core.
Yes.
I think that that was a very valid point, especially as a person who was fully committed to wearing their folded beanie and skinny jeans and shit back in the day. Like,
Maddie thinks this is good. Maddie thinks this is good.
No, I just want to move on. This song is not good. It's not worthy of more than like 2 minutes of discussion. Shut the fuck up.
Look, I would
I'm
still.
sick.
Here's the thing. I would rather take Mumford and Sons over like any of the other copycat bands that immediately came after them, like the fucking Lumineers.
Well, yeah,
yeah,
like Mumford and
yeah.
Sons are
Shit.
Mumford
Yeah.
and Sons write genuine songs instead of just going like, oh, hey, I think we could do that for 2.5 minutes and make $1 billion or whatever. Like
Hohei is about something, and it's about being an incel.
I think
It's about sleeping in your bed.
We need to move on.
No,
We
Maddie,
need
Maddie,
to. Our
Maddie.
next song.
Matty,
AJ.
we cannot just transition into the next song that lightly. A really smart
That is
thing that
true.
the Coen brothers did was casting Marcus Mumford as like the dead friend in Inside Llewyn Davis, because he does have a really great voice, but you want him as just like this sort of invisible, faceless frontman that like he is the guy that you hold in your head of just like the idea of one of these, like, sure, like they'll fucking headline Bonnaroo or something. They're just like one of those bands that people like, I guess. And he did this really good like Bob Dylan project where a bunch of like artists did covers. Mumford and Sons is good. This song is
This is I can see some parallels of this song to like Christian revival era Dylan in like the 80s.
The fuck are
This
we still
song?
talking about this song?
Matty.
this one.
Why the fuck are we still talking about this?
Matty, because we're going to do at least an hour on the next song. We need to of this being a podcast.
I know that, AJ, and that's why I want to move on.
This conversation has lost me in the same way that this song does.
I think
Can we
okay.
seriously move on?
We can move on.
AJ,
We can move on. You need to insert a 35-minute meditation in here.
Yeah.
So we're doing
Do we
something
need
a little
to
different.
establish a system or something for this next one? Because this could get fucking
Okay.
wild.
Okay, so our
Finally.
next song, here's the thing. So of course, for most of the songs, I'm only playing like a minute and a half at most. But this song,
You can't do that because it's more than one song.
exactly, it is so important for you all, the listeners at home. I don't care if YouTube ends up like doing a copyright strike against us. Off the ground. We have to listen to the entire song. So if you're on YouTube, if you're listening to this on YouTube and you hear like a super sudden cut, just go Spotify, Apple Podcasts, whatever. Just subscribe to us on Patreon. You got to listen to this. You have to listen to the full song with us.
Can I preface this next marvelous moment in our podcast history by just saying that listening to this song is like gazing upon the statue of David. Finally, a Big Dick Chad song has come.
This is going to be my 100th time listening to this song today.
I just want to say, you're like, it doesn't get any better for this series than what's about to happen to you.
No, it does not.
Okay,
If you haven't heard this song before, like, your life is going to change and you don't know how yet. But it's
Well, no,
gonna.
here's the
Buckle
thing is
in.
because it's not immediate. Lily pointed out in the chat earlier today that these miniseries have just been like Trojan horses for us to really just crack our brains open like eggs with one specific song. On the Butt Rock Pod, it was Welcome to the Rock Show. And in the same way, I've just been walking around my apartment, like where I live alone, just muttering to myself the lyrics of this song. And like at the first time I heard it, we had the same sort of reaction or whatever. That was like funny, I guess. And now I'm just like, this is the most important thing a human being has ever done with their life.
Okay, so our next song is, of course, AWOLNATION's Hollow Moon, parentheses, Bad Wolf, which went number 1 on May 9th, 2015 for 2 weeks. Let's hear a little bit.
This song went number 1.
Actually, we're gonna hear
on the radio.
Yeah, let's hear the entirety of Hollow Moon, Bad Wolf real quick. Well, not real quick. It's almost 5 minutes long, but nevertheless,
Oh
let's
my
play
gosh.
it.
And keep in mind, courtesy of Red Bull Records here, you're getting the freshest Red Bull record cut.
My lifetime.
We gotta talk over this so we don't get completely fucked by copyright.
Okay, so yeah, well, like when we were listening to this playlist the first time, we were like, a lot of these songs are bad. Like this Bad Wolf song is fucking weird and doesn't sound good, but at least it's funny, I guess. And then like in the middle of last week, Gavin and I just hyper fixated on this song and couldn't stop.
Me too.
Thinking. Yeah, Alex was in the fucking trenches
Let's
of the Bad
go.
Wolf, and it transitioned.
I honestly think you all need to be euthanized after this series.
We're gonna
Like,
get
I
you
have
on the
never
team,
been-
Bill.
I've never been more pilled for anything in my entire life. This takes up so much space in my brain. Like yesterday,
I said in the chat too, like I woke up, I made myself breakfast or whatever, had coffee, had a few meetings for work. I checked the Discord chat. It was like 11:37. Someone had learned something new about this song, and I said, "Well, my day is ruined because that's all I'm going to be able to think about."
You're
for the
all
rest of
still
the day."
here.
And this is.
No.
I think it's the best lyric in any song ever.
Yeah, the greatest lyricist of our times for sure.
Hollow moon, hollow moon.
I genuinely thought Congos. I genuinely thought Congos was gonna be the song that fucking broke this series, but clearly I was wrong.
Did anyone else watch the music video? 'Cause
Yes.
it kind of rules.
We'll dedicate some time to that.
It's so good.
To buy some time over the copyright strike, I'll talk about right now how today I watched every single live performance of this on YouTube that I could find, well over 30, and then I ranked them in order, in ascending order of my number 1 to 30 favorites. So this song's been performed primarily from about January of 2015 to most recently in about the fall of 2019. And my favorite period of Hollow Moon in parentheses Bad Wolf was actually the late 2015, early 2016 tour, where they were really perfecting some of the lighting that they had on stage. However, the individual best performances of Hollow Moon Bad Wolf that occurred were on AWOLNATION's 2018 set, touring in support of their studio album Runts, which I've never listened to and never thought about.
AJ, you're just becoming fucking you're just becoming American Psycho at this fucking point.
Hey.
The thing that Aaron Bruno, Mr. Nation, was doing on the 2018 tour is he was leaning a lot more into like black metal vocals and like really emphasizing his performances when he was.
Is it time to pull out the secret weapon?
Not yet. No. Not yet.
Okay.
Bad Wolf
We're
will have a
close.
while out.
I'm gonna run down really quick my number 1 through 10 favorite live performances of Hollow Moon.
Oh my God.
I found them on YouTube. Number 1, of course, is KROQ's Weenie Roast 2018. Aaron's got a great outfit. He's really doing the screams very well. My second favorite one is Zyget 2015. Again, really enthusiastic performance, and the crowd is super into it. And that's an important element of the Hollow Moon Bad Wolf live performances. Bunbury Music Festival 2019 comes in at third, one of the best. Now, KROQ back on the list with their almost acoustic Christmas performance in 2015, featuring Duff McKagan of Guns N' Roses. This is the first, at number 5, the first performance at Bogart's in Cincinnati, Ohio. This is the July 1st, 2015 performance. A really, really good one. Boston's Tour de Fat, sponsored by Bell's Brewing on June 1st, 2017. And then live at the Red Bull Sound Space in New York in 2015. An interior performance with a much smaller crowd, but Aaron is still able to elicit a lot of energy from them. In 8th place, the Aragon Ballroom in Chicago. On Valentine's Day, 2018, actually, in 9th place, Life is Beautiful Fest in Las Vegas on October the 4th in 2015. And then rounding the top 10 out, Return to Bogart's again, the June 24th, 2018 tour. Like I said, I think they were really doing their best Hollow Moon Bad Wolf performances on the 2018 tour. Ready to talk about the song now.
Yeah, this is the greatest song of all time. This isn't going in my top 10 no matter what. I can't believe what I just heard. This is so fucking amazing.
I like. Okay, so this song, Nat had hyped this up to be the worst song on the entire series.
Nat and Rose. Of course, we cannot trust Nat because car commercial, Pill Demon, and Rose because Rose thinks that Thunder is the best song of the series. So cannot trust them at all at this point. But we didn't know that yet. We didn't know that just yet. So I put, just to spoilers, I put the butt rock song of this week. I put it right after this one, thinking like, okay, like we need a palate cleanser right off the bat. No, this song, I'm not as look.
You can just say deranged.
I'm not as deranged as you guys are about this song.
I know it's not okay.
But I get it. But here's the thing. So like AJ, I have to tell you this. What the fuck is wrong with you? 30 fucking performances that you watch.
I completely understand where AJ
Don't you
is
have
coming
a fucking
from.
job? Don't you have a fucking job?
Shut the fuck up.
This is an obsession. This is a rabbit hole worth exploring.
I have 2 computers. One was the work computer and one was the AWOLNATION computer. Like, listen, this song is literally all I listened to today. And I skipped around in some of those a few because as I was trying to assemble my ranking, like I would always jump straight to the motherfucker I'll be back from the dead soon because that's how you know. That's when you can tell if it's going to be a good performance or not. There are some where, like, if Aaron Bruno is jumping by the time he gets to motherfucker I'll be dead soon, you know he's into it. If the crowd is really into it, and then you skip to the end, where he's doing like Death Heaven level, just screeching that they won't ever find me here. It's just this song what the fuck is this song? What the fuck is going on here? It's insane.
This is
It's
one
out
of the few
control.
songs that wants to do something.
Yeah.
Yeah. This song. So the thing about
clear.
I know,
about
but
AWOLNATION-
this
Come
song
on.
does like 7 backflips over that bar. You know,
This song would have been great on the Butt Rock #1s.
absolutely.
so this is the thing about AWOLNATION is that like I really liked that first album when it came out. Actually, like I was definitely in high school and Sail was sort of like a meme. But the first album, whatever it's called, I can't even remember now. Kill Your Heroes or
Megalithic Symphony.
of course, yes, that album title. I think it's like a funny little kind of like, what if Gorillaz were a little butt rockier type of album or whatever. But then AWOLNATION just completely faded out of my mind or whatever. And the only thing I remembered is that like AWOLNATION's that weird band who was like, all their songs were like Bohemian Rhapsody about ADHD or something like that. And that's the only image that I've ever had of them. But I listened to this song and I realized that Aaron Bruno, the lead singer of AWOLNATION, is like the kind of guy who would say like, damn, it's so fucked up that mental health exists, that we have to think about mental health, and not like have any specific things he was saying, but just like, damn, mental health existing is so fucked up. AWOLNATION makes music that feels like taking a Ritalin and drinking a Red Bull at the exact same time, where your energies are just being cast off in opposite directions, and they'll take a wild left turn like this song does every 15 seconds. It every time I listen to it, I cannot believe that it exists.
What is
Are
that?
you done? Are you done? Are you done?
This song feels like you live inside an Adult Swim commercial bumper. You know, it's just so like it's so like. Here's the thing: they're gonna shit on it and say it's bad, but here's the thing: I don't give a fuck. It's so funny, and funny is good.
This song is bad.
This song is not bad.
No, this song, I genuinely like this song.
I do
like,
too.
I like what it brings to the table. Beyond just like, obviously it's hilarious, but beyond that level, I like what it's doing musically. I like the lyrics. I think these are good lyrics. And I like what he's doing with his voice. Aaron Bruno has a beautiful voice. Matty, I feel your energy.
Look, I think this song is like funny, but here's the thing: like, I'm just so defeated at this point. Like, this I have taken the pee poo poo pill this week. I can't do it at all this week. This is one of the highlights. I fully agree. This is one of the highlights. This song is fucking hilarious. Like, literally, while the song was playing, I was just vibing the fuck out. I was just like doing my hand dance motions. Like, I was fucking going nuts. The song is a lot of fun. Nat, this is much for Nat if you're listening. How the fuck is this the worst song? How the fuck? This song is so funny.
Nat said Pompeii was the best song. We can't fix Nat.
That's true. That's true.
She said that it makes her feel like physically sick, which like that's what Congos did to me. So
Yes,
I have to
was.
understand, even though the take that this is bad is wrong.
Can we talk about the music video for a little bit?
Yeah. Yes, please.
So the music video was like shot in one take, and it's Aaron Bruno just kind of like walking around an abandoned warehouse, and there's this synchronized like big performative dance thing happening behind him, and he looks so uncomfortable and nervous and just like so petrified the entire time. He has this look on his face that's like, please, like they're gonna fucking kill me. They're going to execute me.
Aaron Bruno is in danger.
Yeah, he's giving like this song's energy is turned up to fucking 12, and the performance he's giving in the music video is like he's walking around like giving a college tour or something. He's just like turning his hands over like a little nervously, and he's got just dead eyes, and he's walking around like he says, "Motherfucker, I'll be back from the dead soon," and it's just like, I guess I don't know. It's another wrinkle in just the most wild piece of art I've encountered in a long time.
I'm looking at it right now, and yeah, what it looks to me is like this is their like 5th take, because he kept accidentally bumping into some of these extras, and so he's just really self-aware about like where his markers are. Like it looks to me like he's just sort of like, okay, now I step back, and oh, that's where I tripped over Steve that one time, and so in no way does he look comfortable with like, you know, these lyrics that he's saying that like because I wholeheartedly agree that like I had a blast listening to this.
What the
like,
fuck, David?
Well, here's the thing is that like it has elements of things that I enjoy, and like it's something where it's like, you know, if you take some like sort of gothy industrial Gary Newman circa 2002 shit and like throw that in, like I'll be like, oh, I like that piece, and then you throw in like, you know, sort of like shouted screamy vocals, like as you said, sort of like, you know, black metal-y vocals, like I'll be like, oh, I like that aspect, but it's so bizarrely put together that I can't quite say that I'm like I like it, but it's like it knocks me off of my axis to the point where I'm just kind of like, I can't dislike it, you know, like I'm just it's just like fun. It's like weird and confusing, and like I like that every once in a while. I don't know if it's good, but it is, you know.
It's like, just like it's just beyond critique, you know. Like I said I think the lyrics are good. I think they're baffling. I don't think they're good in a standard way that I think lyrics are good, but like it's just beyond critique, and it becomes good. Also, I just want to say that this song is what Making a Door Less Open was trying to do.
Oh my god.
Oh, shut the fuck up. Okay,
you're mad because I'm right, Matty.
I'm gonna pretend like I didn't hear anything. I have two comments I have one comment on the song, one comment on the video. The song, it's Aaron Bruno doing his best Death Grips impression, which I appreciate for a mainstream like alt song. Like I appreciate someone like, what if I just bring this energy to like, you know, to your soccer moms. I appreciate that on a base level, and I think it kind of works. My second comment is that the music video basically takes place in like the Heaven Dream sequence in Exorcist 3. That's my theory for the video.
I've hold on, let me pull something up here. In the meantime, I just want to read something.
I think it takes place inside of the Hollow Moon.
Yes, the
Like,
Hollow Moon is real.
Yeah.
We haven't talked about that.
I'm so glad that we just played the whole thing, so we don't have to like just walk through this thing, because I don't know if I could. Like every single line can be unpacked for upwards of an hour. You know what I mean? What does any of this mean? It's so baffling. And like, and then just like to be considered on its own is so baffling. And then this was a #1 song for like more than a week. I thought like, oh, was it an accident or a fluke or something?
Hard.
People like enjoyed listening to this song.
I don't know if that's true. I don't know if it's true. I think that it may have been something where, like us, they were so baffled, they were like, let me listen to that again. So just by default, it became #1.
Okay, but here's the thing. Like, I watched one of their festival sets, and people were jumping to this. People got into this song. Like, there is definitely, I don't know, maybe they aren't real. Who knows with this song?
I just want to read a tweet from AWOLNATION. It's important to remember. This is from 2015. He says, "I am the soundtrack to the world of @Red Bull. We are all AWOLNATION. Hashtag gives you wings." And I think that's what this song is
undeniable.
all about.
You cannot refute a single syllable of that. It is objectively one of the most correct things that has ever been put out.
The second thing I want to say is, I'm a make a bad wolf. I'm a bad wolf. I'm a make a bad wolf. I'm a make a deal with the bad wolf so the bad wolf don't bite no more.
Look, for Matty's sake, there are two really brief things that I just want to say, and then we can finally, move on from the bad wolf. #1, just really quickly here, I renounce my American citizenship. I swear fealty to the AWOL nation. I'm an AWOLer for life. I am the sound of Red Bull. Would anyone else like to join in with me?
Yes,
Fuck it. Why not? Why not at this point?
How many downloads are we getting in the AWOL nation this week?
Defecting from the United States and joining the AWOL nation. Anyone is welcome to join me.
I don't need the COVID vaccine. I got Red Bull in my
That's
blood.
That's right.
Yeah, just inject the Red Bull.
Alex reminded me of this, and it might just be because I watched over 30 live performances of the same song today. I've been over 30 live performances. I've been
Oh my god, that's like what, 2 hours or so of
It was just over 2 hours. Yeah, I have been so depressed. If you can't tell, for the past like year, because of the pandemic and everything that's been happening in my life.
You were gonna say for the past 2 hours.
No, because like I used to go to like a live music performance every other night, like multiple per week. That was the foundation of my schedule and what helped me sane and whatnot. And I like cannot help myself from fantasizing about like when that will happen again. And like the first concert I get to go to, I've kept this idea in my head that like I know it has to be something really important and something I want to make special to me. And I decided today that I want AWOLNATION to be the first concert
I'll do it.
I would do it as well.
I will road trip. I will fly to wherever we need to go to meet up and attend this concert, and we'll beat the shit out of Aaron Bruno if he doesn't play Bad Wolf.
Exactly. I would like to draw attention to an underrated segment of this song that we haven't talked about. After the very first chorus, which is so jarring the first time you hear it, you do not expect this chorus on this song. A vocal drop says, "You're all still here," in like a surprised way. It's probably the funniest thing I've ever heard in a song.
literal fucking Twin Peaks. We live inside a dream ass bullshit.
Yeah.
The funniest thing I've ever heard in a song is "Motherfucker, I'll be back from the dead soon."
And
like
that's immediately after it. It's a
every
1-2
time
punch.
I think about it, I start cackling. I have the widest smile on my face right
Oh my god, I might have made a mistake.
This song makes fun of you for listening to this song. It says, "You're still here, motherfucker," and then he says, "Motherfucker, I'll be back from the dead soon." No song would ever dare make the artistic choices that this song makes. I feel like I'm talking about "Lips of an Angel" again because I made a huge case for that song. But like, nobody has heard this song except for us. I feel like we've unearthed something. Like only a certain amount of people at certain live shows that AJ has accumulated in his library, and us are looking at this gem.
I compiled them in a well annotated Google document, and I will share it after this podcast for anyone who wants to partake in the Bad Wolf challenge.
Okay, I think it is time to move on. I think it is. I know we do not want to leave this AWOLNATION.
We haven't even talked about the Hollow Moon yet.
Yeah. Hollow Moon is like a real conspiracy theory.
Oh
So what does he think is in the moon?
It's hollow. Nothing. There's nothing in there. It's empty.
So
It's
he thinks
hollow.
it's just hollow. And what does that have to do with?
He's inside there because he's watching from the center of the hollow moon.
Correct.
As he talked
Okay.
about. Yeah.
So
Okay.
Well,
so
it's
did the
called
bad
Bad
wolf
Wolf.
get
It's
to the
called-
moon, or did he go to the wolf?
So
How did this
okay,
process
okay.
happen?
I think I've got. So obviously, werewolves come out when there's a full moon, and Aaron Bruno is saying that you're the wolf. You're not actually a big bad wolf. You don't actually have this full power of the full moon because the moon is actually hollow. You're empty. You're hollow. I can defeat you. Me and my army of flash dancers will defeat you in battle in this blackened out warehouse.
The AWOLNATION.
Okay. So like,
That's who they are. They are okay. I see. There's a whole mythos here that I'm trying to like piece together, and I really appreciate you all doing it because I'll let you in. Like, I don't listen to lyrics really. Like, I know that's a weird way to approach listening to music, but I just don't until like I view them as bonus content. But I couldn't help the lyrics in this. He's so confidently shouting them in my face that I started like piecing them together, and it just felt like, okay, yeah, just weird obscure shit or weird like random shit. And y'all, it's Lovecraftian. It's Lovecraftian.
Aaron Bruno needs our help.
The AWOLNATION is in the center of the hollow moon.
No, here is Aaron Bruno's stated purpose behind this song, and we can break down if it's accurate or not. It's essentially a song about reckoning with his own fame and having followers and becoming a popular artist. And the bad wolf thing symbolizes, like Red Riding Hood style, making a deal with the devil and indulging his artistic public persona and continuing to make more music for his fans. That's where the "You're All Still Here" interlude comes from. And the "Motherfucker, I'll Be Back from the Dead Soon" refers to how this was like the lead single off their their second album, so he had been really radio silent for a while, really quiet, and he yells in your face, "Motherfucker, I'll be back from the dead soon," aka I've got more music coming. Apparently, the Hollow Moon bit is a reference to the studio from The Truman Show, where they're watching Truman controlling everything because there's a big giant moon on the background there, and so the whole studio is like a hollow moon. And then he talks about making a deal with the Bad Wolf so the Bad Wolf don't bite no more, which apparently is like continuing to make him play music so that he doesn't feel really anxious or bad about it. But like, I don't think so. I think it's actually about how there's a giant monster inside the moon and we need to shoot a missile at it and break it open so a big wolf will eat the planet and we ascend into some sort of chemical utopia where all of our DNA's bloodstreams blend together and we become one entire being, like at the end of Evangelion.
That makes as much sense as fucking making a Truman Show reference in 2015 in a fucking song, honestly.
Can I just share with the listeners that Dill just posted the phrase "the light has gone out of my life" in chat?
Motherfucker, Dill will be back from the dead soon.
I don't really hope I'm not.
I don't know how we move on, but I feel like I'm ready.
Oh, I know how we move on. It's a door opening and someone loading a gun.
That's true. I was gonna propose a last second change that we move this song to after fucking Renegades, but no, we have to just for the transition.
Well, oh boy. Well then, it is time, folks, for the butt rock interlude. Hit that music, Johnny.
Everything's so blurry, everyone's so fake, and everybody's empty, and everything is so messed up.
Thank you once again to Barely March for the theme song and the butt rock interlude theme. Our butt rock interlude song of the week. Gavin, you picked this. I will let you introduce it.
I went to the Bible of butt rock trying to find a more obscure song. I didn't really want to pick like 3 Days Grace or whatever. So I hit up the Bible, which is SmackDown versus Raw. And I picked a song from SmackDown versus Raw 2007, which is the last game that Chris Benoit was in. And I think butt rock died with Benoit basically. So, I picked the song Bullet with a Name by Nonpoint, and it's pretty much the most rad song ever, but if you listen to it too much, you should be on a list. It is.
Let's hear some of Nonpoint's Bullet with a Name real quick for the butt rock interlude.
Oh, are we getting it?
Are we getting it?
Oh, yeah.
Yes!
So good.
Cars, money, fame, girls.
This is so fucking
Good.
This is so sick. I can see people in backyards throwing each other through fucking glass playing this shit.
With the name on it.
So, on our playlist, the transition from Bad Wolf to this song is like these songs were meant to be played next to each other.
It has to be the most powerful pair of songs that we've talked about on any playlist in this or the butt rock series. Like, there's never been a more impactful 1-2 punch.
They're also
maybe.
like notably they're both about being mad about being a star.
I have a different interpretation of this song that we can talk about later. This song fucking rules. Did you forget what guitars sound like? Like, it's so comforting. It's weird to call this song comforting, but it's just like, I love that dirty fucking heavy little riff just chugging along in my face. And before I get into my interpretation, I just want to say this is the most pissed a guy has ever been. This song is so mad.
Look, at a certain point, it is happy to hear some butt rock again, but at the same time, it is like I can't vibe with the song for too long. As Gavin said, if you listen to the song too much, you should be put on a list. This is a like this isn't even like, oh, it was good. Like, this is straight up school shooter anthem music. Like
Yeah,
this is like
it's
explicit.
But what if
active
it's
shooter
so
music.
sick that it doesn't matter?
I think it kind of matters.
I just remember like the first thing I thought was like, Jesus, even at my worst, like even at my fucking coal chamber corn listening worst, like I would have been like, this is a bit much. But and that's saying something because I had a puka shell necklace at one point, and
Okay, so my theory, my interpretation here is that there's just a teeny little bit of crypto fascism going on in this song that is secretly really anarcho capitalist and maybe even libertarian leaning. And when you look into the lyrics and read what's going on here, it's kind of hard to deny that. This song is essentially about being pissed that the government makes you pay taxes and how you just want to live your own life completely away from everyone else. You don't want to see people, talk to people, think about anyone else's problems. You just want to fucking buy shit that makes you feel better. What does it say? The price tag on the things I need are getting bigger by the day. I work so hard for things they just take away from me. That's about paying taxes and wanting to buy stuff.
I assumed it was a dig at the label.
Yeah, definitely.
with
But everything's a
everything
fucking
happening-
psycho. So
I thought it was a dig at child support.
Gunshots clapping and running around in every direction with their hands up praying for the drama to end. I got my hand out looking for some money to spend. This song is pretty fucking fucked up, but I love it so much. I don't give a shit.
We are the state of this podcast is so sad that a school shooter anthem is bringing us this much joy. That, well, you guys, I can't fucking do it.
Don't
can't
act
do
like
it.
you're above this.
I
Shut up and
can't.
dance
I
with me,
can't.
ass little boy. Walk the
I feel
moon,
like I'm
ass.
above it.
Billy Ike in their ass.
The riff is delicious. The riff is
The riff
Yeah.
is delicious. The
riff
riffs
is
here are
so
delicious,
good.
but the man is this a white guy with dreads? I think he is. He
No, he is not a white man.
No,
Okay, that's good. That's good.
no,
to
he's
know.
not.
Okay, thank God. Okay, I'm a little bit more on board with the song now.
But his Twitter is
Um,
cool. He's a good dude.
Okay, that's good.
How can you hate a song that contains the phrase "I'm working harder than 100 black mules
mules
down
down
in
Oh, here's
Mexico"?
like I should say I don't hate this song, but there is like again the guilty conscience pops up a little more than Crossfade's Cold. Crossfade Cold.
There's
Classic
no
song.
way. There's no way the singer of this song was actually going to do murder after.
No, but what about the
recording it.
listeners of the song is the key there. I could, like I said, it's like, has anyone, like, here's the thing. There is a non-zero chance that a school shooter, like, didn't listen to this song before doing a school shooting. This is getting
That
really
is
dark. I
true.
don't want to talk about it. I don't
I
want to
think
talk
there's
about this.
possibly a 0 chance that has happened.
This song is camo pants and a chain wallet. Like when you close your
He's
eyes
wearing camo
listening
pants
to
in the
it.
video.
I know, and probably like a wife beater or whatever, right?
I
Or
don't
wife
remember.
respecter. That's what I call those now.
Joe, are you hanging in there? Are you doing okay, buddy?
I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay.
You guys,
Dylan
I'm
hated
just-
this
I'm-
song so much at first, but then the
I'm-
rest of the
I'm-
playlist happened.
Yeah, well, because this song does have two of the undeniably coolest things in the universe, and that's guns and the sound of cocking guns.
yeah.
And yeah, I'm just like dissociating right now because I'm like,
I mean,
You're
I
still not
don't,
over Bad Wolf. Let's be real.
I'm not over Bad Wolf. I'll be honest, I'm not over Bad Wolf. Still.
I don't want to fucking talk about ex-ambassadors, but would you guys like to move on?
Oh, Muse is next.
Muse is
Actually.
next, actually.
Wait,
Actually,
what?
No,
Mu-
no.
What do you mean?
Okay. Well, okay. So before we move on to our next song, Gavin, can you please send AJ the video? So we have a special message from our friend AJ for you, because we had to send you we have to send you a warning, okay? Because the last time we talked about Muse with you, I had to play 2001: A Space Odyssey music because you wouldn't shut the fuck up.
Hold on,
So-
I think I got the wrong version of the playlist because there wasn't a Muse song on mine. What song is it? From
It's,
Dead
like,
Inside.
it's Dead
Mad?
Inside.
Was that like
that
a Second Law B-side or something that charted? Because Muse hasn't made any.
AJ,
music
don't
since
play fuck.
2012.
No, you don't fucking play dumb with me. You don't fucking play dumb with me, you little.
No, I mean I think
bitch.
it's cool they're taking a hiatus or whatever, but I think it's cool that the
You
charts
little
still
rat
brought it
bastard.
back.
You don't take a fucking.
I've
You
never
don't play
heard.
game. Gavin,
Dead
do you have the
Inside?
video?
I've never. what's it called?
I'm just about to hit send on this bad boy. AJ, do you have your Discord available?
I'm looking at the group chat. Unless you want to DM it to me.
I have
There you go.
DM'd you something.
Oh,
Yeah, you
boy.
probably want to play it off your phone. Play it off your phone, AJ. If
Yeah.
you have Discord downloaded, play off the phone. Put it on the mic.
Oh shit! I don't. My phone's in the other room. Hold on. I
God
can go
damn
get
it.
Look, I'm a
Okay.
professional podcaster.
Okay,
The
we're-
price tag on the things I need are getting bigger by the day.
I just want to let everyone know that in the background right now, I have had on mute the Bullet with a Name music video, and there's some shots in here that are straight up just like what this implies. We have to assume is Suicide Squad stole some shots from this, and that makes the most sense out of anything
Oh,
that could
God.
possibly happen. So.
Okay, my phone wants to make me download the Cameo app to view this video. I'm just gonna watch it on my computer.
Okay, as
And
long as you can play it, as long as we can hear it on mic, is the key here. We need the audience to hear.
I'll have to unplug my headphones, I guess, and it won't be very loud. This might require some editing wizardry.
I'll most likely have this in the edit.
Yeah,
at
well,
the
we
very
can
least.
plug it in.
Okay, I'm just gonna listen to it in my headphones. Gavin, put it in the group chat if everyone wants to
Yes.
watch it.
I just AJ, we'll sync it up. I'll hit play whenever you.
Okay.
Let me throw this
Whatever.
for everyone.
I'm just looking at our friend real life Peter Griffin here. And I am about to press the play button.
How's it going? Real life Peter Griffin here. You know what really grinds my gears? AJ won't stop annoying his friends Gavin, Alex, and Matty about the band Muse. I mean, there are a million things better to talk about in the entire world. Like Pawtucket Patriot Ales, television, or my favorite subject of the entire world. It's a word, a bad, and a bad is a word.
Wow, this is so. I am honored to have traumatized y'all so much that you returned
just
to
got
the
so
Peter
sad
Griffin
since so
well.
quick.
we gotta get Peter on the show.
Oh God! But our next song is Muse's "Dead Inside," which went number 1 on. Oh, God.
Here's the I'm not doing a bit. I don't want to talk about this one.
Well, yeah,
Who could possibly care.
I haven't heard it, so I actually came prepared with a little game we could play
fuck,
instead of
dude,
talking about the
please.
music.
Can I please ring off the statistics? Can I ring off the statistics and play the song before we get into the games?
Yeah, for sure,
Listen
for
to
sure.
those. Okay, Dead Inside Muse went number 1 on May 23rd, 2015 for 5 weeks. Let's hear a little bit of Dead Inside you have planned for us.
Don't encourage him
sorry,
with
sorry,
this.
I
Why
was-
are you letting him do this?
I just ran to plug my phone back in the other room. Did we play the song yet? Or are we
Oh,
gonna-
shut the fuck up. Just do the game.
Okay. The game that we're going to play today is really very simple. It's called Is It a Muse Song or Is It Not? And I just have a list of various phrases here, and I'm going to read them out, and you guys are going to tell me, without looking at the discography of the wonderful band Muse, if this phrase or sequence of words is a Muse song or is not.
All right, let's go.
We'll start with an easy one. The first one I've got here on the list is Propaganda.
That is a Muse song.
I'll say yes.
Yeah.
It is a
Yeah.
Muse song. It was a big single of theirs from an album called Simulation Theory, which I guess in my completionists haven't listened to. It must be from the late 90s or something that was only pressed in the UK, I'm assuming. Okay, next up is Crypto.
Not a Muse song.
I'm gonna say yes.
I'm gonna say that's
yes.
the song. Yeah.
I'll say no.
Okay, Crypto is not a Muse song. Crypto
Yes.
is a
Alright.
type of currency. That's the first time it was ever used. Let's see, where do we want to go here next? How about this one? United States of Eurasia.
That's an easy one. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is a
Muse
Muse
song.
song.
Very, very good. Very good.
I have heard that song.
Ladies and gentlemen, how about The Globalist?
I hope not.
Yeah. No. That's a
really hope
Muse song.
not.
That's a Muse song. Yes. Yes, it is.
There is a
I'm
Muse
gonna
song
say-
called The Globalist.
God damn it.
Oh, I hate it. Oh.
Okay, how about MK Ultra?
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm gonna say yes.
There's a Muse song called MK
Oh
Ultra.
my
It
god.
Yeah.
How about Illuminati?
Yeah.
No.
Sure.
Yes.
It's
Let's
too
go for
obvious.
it.
No.
There is not a Muse song called Illuminati.
Ah,
There's
damn.
not.
Alright.
How about anti-social media?
Jesus.
Definitely yes.
Yeah, I'll say
No.
I hate that I say yes.
There is no Muse song called
Oh,
anti-social
okay.
media.
Not
okay.
yet. Not yet.
Not
that's-
yet. Usually
Just,
right.
just
Wait till
a
the
week.
next album, AJ.
Okay, put on your trilby for this one. How about Citizen Erased?
Yes,
Yeah.
that is a Muse
Yeah.
song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a classic. It's one of their best. I just think that's a really edgy and funny phrase.
Yeah.
Moving up the list here. How about Dead Sec?
What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know what that is. I'm gonna go with yes.
I'm gonna
go
say
yes.
yes because there's no way you just made that up.
That is the organization you play as in Watch Dogs Legion. It is not a How about Thoughts of a Dying Atheist?
Yes.
Yes.
Almost
yes.
certainly.
One
Yes,
of my
absolutely.
one of my favorite Muse songs. How about Space Dementia?
No.
No.
Space
Sure.
Dementia.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
gonna say
sure.
yes because I want it to be.
From their first album, a very good one.
Oh my god.
Only a few left here. Moving on up. New World Order.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's obvious.
That's
Nope,
like a
there's not.
freebie.
It's
Come
not.
on.
What?
What?
I don't believe you.
Okay, only two
Gotta
left.
be like unreleased.
How about Algorithm?
Yes.
Just the word algorithm.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I'll say no.
Yup, it's the operatic intro to Simulation Theory Deluxe Edition.
That does not surprise me.
And
4
finally,
words I don't want to hear.
pretty easy layup, InfoWars.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
it's
Yes.
InfoWars, but there's a space between info and wars. So yes.
2 words, yes, two words.
I'm going to say no because I don't want it to be true.
This is the easiest one. Of course it's not. Are you fucking kidding me?
I mean, really? Isn't that easy, AJ? Isn't that easy?
The fact
We are
that y'all
in this
had to
level
think
of
about
doubt.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
that's
fact that y'all had to think about it means I win.
Yeah, I feel like we don't have
What
to
do
talk
you
about the song
win?
now.
What do you win? What have you gotten out of this?
I have made a
feeding-
deal with the bad wolf.
Well, I don't think we need to have any discussion on Dead Inside. And it's very
The
funny
song
when he
sucks.
says, it's very funny when he says Dead Inside, and that's really about it.
It's
This
not
is the
funny.
first-
It just hurts my brain.
Yeah,
this is the first one I didn't listen to entirely. I will be honest. I got to the point where I was just like, no, I'm okay, actually.
This song could have actually been good if it had been like Matt Bellamy wailing about feeling dead inside, but instead it's just this awful like hackneyed storytelling about being horny but not really feeling it or whatever.
Oh boy.
Nothing needs to be said about Muse that Shamir didn't already say last time.
That's true.
Yes. The song was kicking his ass, as we all know.
Matt Bellamy, please go to therapy.
I'm sure your father-in-law, Kurt Russell, can pay for it.
I hit the raise hand button. Can I pee before we talk about the next song? Because I'm just gonna scream.
Yes, go ahead. Go ahead.
I
and
need a
pee.
little breaky break.
I gotta pee too.
Okay, we're gonna take a quick pit stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we'll be back with our next song.
I
I'm gonna keep
could
this
go
going.
for some pee right now.
All right, and we are back, folks. Our next song on the list is one that this may be the worst song so far. I am completely serious in saying that. I think
This
most of us can
might
agree.
be the worst song a human being has ever made. Is where I'm at.
I think
Still
episode
made me actively
6 is where we're gonna that's gonna be tested a little bit, but nevertheless, our next song is X Ambassadors Renegades, which went number 1 on June 27th, 2015 for a whopping 11 weeks and
What
was
the
the number
fuck?
1 song, the number 1 all song of 2015.
Oh my
So
God.
let's hear a little bit of Renegades by X Ambassadors.
Can
Do we
I
have
just
to?
can I just point out that we are like an hour and 30 minutes into this podcast, and
Yes.
we're
Halfway
only
through.
at the halfway mark.
Oh, I know. Everything is going as I planned it.
AJ was right. This is gonna be fucking 3 hours. This is on track to be the longest podcast I have ever done.
Here's the thing. I don't think we're going to disagree much about this one. This song sucks so much. I don't think it's the worst one because the Congos exist, but this is not music made by a human being. This is something different.
It was literally commissioned by Jeep.
Yeah.
Like, that's not a joke. It was. This was made.
Oh no,
to sell
there's
Renegades.
an oral history to be exposed about all that. Are they advocating for the letter X, or were they originally the band known as Ambassadors?
Oh my God.
Oh, no.
This one's much more interesting. Penderecki
Hey, we don't like the renegades. I said, hey.
Leaving like we're
I'm gonna keep this playing.
renegades.
This is gonna keep playing.
Hey,
By the way,
hey.
this music
Leaving
This song-
like we're renegades.
is
said, hey.
the worst. This is the worst song on the list.
This is easily the most
Easily.
spiritually bankrupt song I have ever talked about.
This is the only one that made me actively mad. Like the rest of them are like, oh, this is silly, or like, what? But this one was like, I actively dislike the people who made this and anyone who has enjoyed this. It is bad for the world.
much like the moon itself, this song is hollow. It is so bland. It is so mind-numbingly empty. It means literally nothing. Looking at the lyrics of this song is fucking depressing. I counted with my hands, because that's how many I needed. There are 54 unique words in this song, and the rest are just like, that is what we're dealing with here. I think this song is the series' point of no return. I think this is the death of mainstream rock. I think there is no coming back from the fucking thunderous popularity that this song had and its widespread ubiquity. It is just the most inoffensive and disgusting piece of music I've ever encountered.
If
Even-
there's
I hate
an
it.
attachment, we don't
Even-
deserve it because of it at this
Yeah.
point. Like,
Even like the tone of the acoustic guitar at the start of this song is worth getting furious at. Like there is no detail of this song that is not unpleasant.
Here are a few specific things that really, really make me upset. Just this one stretch, which Matty sort of ruined already, but I just want to reiterate it. All hail the underdogs. All hail the new kids. All hail the outlaws. Hey, Spielbergs and Kubricks. Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! Shut the
That was
fuck up!
exactly how I responded
Shut the
to
fuck
that.
up! Shut up! Shut up! Ah!
This shit is like quintessential American propaganda. Like it vaguely gestures at like innovation and like, I don't know, like fucking colonization as courageous and almost like intellectual, and then it goes, buy a Jeep.
Yeah, so can we talk about our dear friend Alex the Kid? Because there was a really interesting back and forth history of this on songfacts.com. There are two different imaginations of how this song came to be. The lead singer, whose name I already forgot and I just looked at it, recounts this song as being like, Alex the Kid is such a great producer, you know, he hooked us up and we have such a collaborative process. He hit me up with this song idea where he was like, I've got the hook and it's about being renegades and living like a new American lifestyle and we can jam out and work on it together. And then when Alex the Kid tells this story, he said, Jeep called me up and said, we're looking for a a song to be in our Renegades commercial. And he goes, yeah, I think I can probably have a band who put that together. And then you cut back to, I guess his name is Sam Harris, and he goes, oh, it's kind of a song about people who defy the odds and embrace what makes them different. No, it's not. It's about selling a fucking Jeep, you piece of shit. You empty, vapid human being.
Can I read some quotes? So a great feature of the Spotify app on like TVs and like game consoles is that sometimes the behind the lyrics genius things will pop up, and you get a lot of really good choice quotes. I've got a couple from actually I have 2/3 specific ones that popped up on my TV while I was listening to the song. The first one is Chrysler CFO Oliver Francois told Detroit Free Press, the whole story is about selling our cars to the most challenging consumer targets, millennials.
So this song was.
Oh, I'm not done, Dill. I'm not done. I have the second quote,
no.
and this one's gonna make. This is AJ. Just cover your ears for the time being.
I'm leaning so far back.
Renegade and civil rights leader Malcolm X changed his name in order to align with his philosophy.
Dude.
For me, my ex replaced the white slave master name of Little, which some blue-eyed devil named Little had imposed upon my paternal forebears. Quote from Malcolm X. Of course, this comes very soon after the Chrysler CFO quote. Fucking, I can't. My mom texted me to stop yelling, so I'm gonna try to not yell. But this song, it is not a song. Like, this is like almost like most of the songs we talked about are not songs, but this is like the least a song can be. It is devoid of anything. It's evil. It is vile. When we haven't, like, some of the titles of this podcast are political, but we don't really get into politics too much in this podcast. When we talk about just the evils of capitalism, we talk about how capitalism has just fully ruined our lives and has made everything so devoid. This song is one to point to where it's just like we can't even enjoy music anymore. We can't even enjoy songs on the radio anymore. We can't even have that even just that the veneer of sweetness, this veneer of like, hey, this is art, we enjoy this. This is literal car commercial music. This was a song that was made specifically for a car commercial, nothing more, nothing less. They may tell you a different story. That is bullshit. They made this song because they got a fucking check from Chrysler. That is
the chorus says, I said, hey, 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 and that's how it starts.
54 words in the 54 like unique individual words in the entire song.
This is a jingle. This is not a song. Like nothing.
A few more things I want to talk about. Number one, a sign that no one involved with the song actually gives a fuck about it whatsoever. I watched the lyric video on YouTube because, I don't know, I guess I was having suicidal ideations or something. They misspell the word fourth. They have it go forth, go Fourth. And I said, that's a weird stylistic choice. So I looked up the Genius lyrics, and no, that was just a typo that made it into this multi-million-dollar thing or whatever. But Matty's tangent there, what he was just talking about, I realized, of course, because I was looking this up earlier, I was curious. I thought it would be really fucking hysterical if Hollow Moon Bad Wolf was the number one song on the exact day, because I knew that the times lapped up, on the exact day that Donald Trump descended the gold escalator and announced his presidential campaign, which I think fulcrum point for the United States of America and the current society that we live in. It was not. It barely missed it, though. Dead Inside was, and the first song to go number one after Donald Trump descended his gold escalator was Renegades by ex-ambassadors, and I think that is a message from God, and I am an atheist.
The worst part about I'm sorry, I'm gonna completely disregard that. The worst part about this, though, is like it was popular. People liked this. It was played all the time. I would hear this in CVS at like fucking midnight.
I mean,
like,
that's just because you can. Like, what else do you play in CVS? What are you for?
Can you close your eyes and imagine a person wearing an ex-ambassador's t-shirt? What is going on here?
I don't know if you can. I can imagine a radio station employee who got that shirt from a concert because they worked like outside. They're doing like the street team stuff, and it's just one of their bedtime shirts. It's just one of the bedtime shirts that they wear.
Yeah.
Like it's all faded out at this point. It's only just like little scratches of ex-ambassadors.
No, none of us have ever met anyone who says that Ex-Ambassadors is a band that they like.
Yeah,
or is a band that is real.
I want to say one thing because I don't want to imply that these guys are just demonic creations or whatever.
They are.
So they're brothers.
They are. Yeah.
They have brother magic. I think it's cool that
why are they all brothers?
The second brother, who isn't the singer but is like the lead guitarist of the band or whatever, is and has always been blind and learned to make music as a creative outlet. I think that's neat. I think that's unique. So you can't good on them for that, but
he made Renegades.
And he made Renegades.
That's what he did with it.
Okay, let's move on. Let's move on. I say.
Can we ever truly move on from this?
This is the event horizon of the series. Like from here on out, this is the point of no return.
Yeah, I mean exactly why I wanted to be here. This is the original sin. This is unforgivable. Everything else from here on out is just miserable.
I just love. I started my note with this is the kind of song that people use in their reels because it's ignorable, but it's also hyping them up in such a stupid fucking way. And then I ended it by saying, "I want to kill the whole world." That's how I felt before and after the end of this song.
I said, "Hey, hey, hey, hey." Living like we're renegades. Hey, hey, hey.
Leaving is what he says.
I'm a renegade.
No,
like Malcolm.
no. He just pronounces it like leaving. Right?
No.
I want to fucking die.
Not for real.
Our next song is Cold War Kids First, which was at number 1 initially on September 12th, 2015 for 1 week before it was overtaken by our next song, but then it went number 1 again on October 10th. 2015 for another
First
6
you make
weeks.
poop, then you make pee.
Let's hear a little bit of Cold War Kids first.
I don't think there's anything more insightful you can say than what Alex just said.
Filibuster rule, host filibuster. Who could possibly give a shit about this? This is one of the better songs, but once again, who cares? It's one of the better songs, but it means nothing.
No.
It's nothing. Who cares? Yes.
This is bottom 3. This is bottom.
No
3.
way.
No. This is one of the better songs because it's actually about something.
It literally got. It sounds like he's reading copy from a diarrhea pill commercial.
Every song.
This come on. This is at least a band that's trying to do something. That's something that's frightened rabbit.
It sounds like he's reading diarrhea medication copy. Diarrhea medication commercial copy. I don't care.
This has definitely been in a lot of commercials.
I'm going to let this play out because I have a personal.
This song is in the bottom 3.
Just fucking cut it.
Renegades and Lampshades on fire.
It's cutting out.
There's nothing enjoyable, even in a funny manner, about this song. This is just the trash bin of history here that we're scrubbing.
So my hatred of the song comes from a more personal place because Cold War Kids were a band that was very well loved on my college station. And I could not fucking stand this band. Could not stand anything they made. Every song that I heard from them was terrible dog shit. And I felt like I was being gaslit constantly because they had so many songs that made it through our station. This is dog shit. I hate this song so much. It's not as bad as Renegades because it's, Renegades is just, Renegades, it is not a song. It is less of a song than it is. This resembles music in a similar fashion, but it's 95, 90. Actually, that's probably being too forgiving. It's 75, maybe 65% music. It resembles music close enough. They're okay, this is a song I can listen to. But
does anyone want to guess how many studio albums Cold War Kids have put out?
Too many. It's
I can't imagine giving a shit about whatever number you're about to tell me.
What? It's 10. Yeah.
10?
Here's
I
the
thought
thing.
3 maybe. That's it.
There's no way they had that many ideas.
There are some bands that get one big song because the singer's voice sounds interesting or something. And I think that Hang Me Up to Dry is still a pretty good
alt rock radio song or whatever. Every time it would come on 89X, rest in peace, shouts out to the real one from Detroit, I would be like, yeah, sure, you know what, I enjoy listening to the song. I'm not going to just shut off the radio and drive in silence. This song, whatever, man. Calling it one of the worst this week is mind-boggling to me, because like, how could, like, I'm not necessarily angry at this. It's just so like, what the fuck ever.
Yeah, exactly.
Here's the only interesting thing that I could even think about talking about with this song. If you watch the music video on YouTube, it's like the dude standing there sort of delivering the lyrics as a monologue into camera, and people are walking around. It's like a party or something, and he's holding bottles and they're passing stuff around, and there's like a girl character in classic butt rock fashion, and she's getting really angry at him and upset with him, and it looks like she's like apologizing to him. And so you watch that, and I'm sitting there trying to like parse this, and I'm like, okay, so I guess this song is about like apologizing to your partner or your significant other that you're like an asshole drunk or an alcoholic or something, and acknowledging the problems about yourself. Whatever, I guess they tried to do that. And then I realized that this song was in the Coors Banquet banner Super Bowl commercial in 2016. It's just like, what the fuck is wrong with you? This means nothing.
We need to designate before Renegades and after Renegades from here on out. Like,
well, I think a prophet has already said it best when they said that the age of man is over. It's now the age of renegades.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah, let's move on. Let's move on. I've said my piece. Our next song is Elle King's X's and O's, route number 1 on September 19th, 2015 for 3 weeks. And of course, the special thing about the song is that everyone's favorite fun fact about Elle King, she is Rob Schneider's daughter, and she made a song about fucking. And you know what? I'm going to keep my opinions on hold before. Let me play the song first, and then I will reveal my takes on this song.
Matty.
that's so ominous.
Matthew.
It's just more Black Keys hits. Like,
Yeah.
I'm done with this. I'm over it.
It feels like Quentin Tarantino wrote a blues song. That's what this feels like.
Like, it's the
Let's get
only
right
song that
over it.
references "come," which is cool, but like,
I am I'm convinced this song is about Dan Auerbach. Like he is the hapless white blues boy this empowered white blues lady is singing about.
who could care about anything that sounds like this? If she has a nice voice, whatever, I'm over it. Just no more of this.
I think the FBI should care, because I think the song is child abuse. I think they're like forcing this girl at gunpoint to do it, or so, like, it's so disingenuous to me.
Oh, you don't think women? You don't think Elle King has agency to talk about her X's and O's, AJ? That's
I don't believe it. I don't believe this song.
I think this song is good. It's a good, fun pop
Matty.
Shut up. No.
I'm not even.
No.
Someone
Matthew.
Someone has to be pilled, and you know what? If it's me, it's me. Whatever.
Absolutely not.
No,
Absolutely fucking not.
Let me play peacekeeper here and just say I will not say it is a good song. I think that she has some fun in her vocals, though, and I didn't hate listening to it. That's all I'll say.
I definitely
She's just trying
her
to
vocals
sound like a black woman. Like
her vocals are like a complete ripoff of like Lucinda Williams and any other like black woman like blues singer.
Yeah, she's not allowed to do this because of all the brown face her dad does in Adam Sandler movies.
I like when she makes a cum joke. That's the one good part of this song.
I like that she mentions cum. It's the only song that mentions cum. That's cool, but fuck off. I don't want to hear any more of this.
Okay, well, let's move on.
This is a fully brain cracked open like an egg moment. I just like in straight up in one ear, out the other, just non-entity.
Yeah, no, this is a fucking crime. I will, you know what? I'm gonna pull the card and being like, I've been to so many like Rudy barbecue restaurants where this fucking thing has been playing in the background, and it drives me nuts.
Did anyone like look up?
I would hear the song in one of those
surrounding
bars and
materials?
go. I would hear one of the bars and I would hear a song. I would hear the song in a bar, and be like, "Oh wow, this song's good. It's nice," and I would enjoy my meal. I don't know about y'all, but maybe I'm built different. What were you saying, AJ?
Built different.
They haunt me, and the poo poo pee pee haunt
So I
me.
think it's time to move on. If we're already we're pee pee poo pooed out. We need to
That's
do.
all of it from now.
Well, this next song maybe a little different.
Oh God, I don't. We can't look. We're all on
This
the
is
same
gonna be-
team here. We all went through something listening to these playlists. Remember that.
Our next song is 21 Pilots' "Stressed Out," their big breakthrough hit, which hit number 1 on November 21st, 2015, and was number 1 for a solid 12 weeks. Let's hear a little bit of "Stressed Out" real quick.
Wish we could turn back time to the
This-
good
yeah,
old
it's like, yeah.
days when the mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out.
Don't mind me just jamming.
To the good old days.
I don't know if I have the energy anymore to fight against this.
Just getting down and dirty to this great song.
This is the second one that made me enraged. Just say that now.
Did it make you stressed out?
So it looks like we're going to a host versus guest scenario here. Matty, mute their mics. Let us talk.
The song is about turning 17 and thinking that you're old now.
Yeah.
Yep. It's just like, I've got to fucking like shift after school and like everything's different now.
I gotta work at the movie theater on fucking
Exactly.
Sunday night. What the fuck?
Exactly. It's like I was supposed to hang out with Devin, but now I have to go fucking work the door. You fucking
Okay,
stop
come
me.
on.
Here's the thing.
Come on.
Okay, can I speak as the okay? So I should say before we started the series, if you asked me if I hated 21 Pilots, I would tell you yes, I hate that band.
Me too.
Yeah,
But-
same boat.
I would
But-
also say that.
But this series has cracked our brains open like an egg, and now 21 Pilots, are they good? They might be good. Well,
They're good.
at this
They're
period.
not.
This
AJ,
song,
I will,
they're
AJ,
not.
No.
AJ, let me speak. AJ, I will give you this. Car Radio is a really bad song. That song is
Yeah.
dog shit. But I do think that from Blurry Face on, especially the songs that come after this, I think this is like of like the Blurry Face era. This is probably like the worst single from that era. I think that Ride is better. I think that Heathens is actually a really good song, but I'm not gonna go too much into that because that's next week's episode.
So the like the Vessel and before era of 21 Pilots is really bad, and there is actually a reason for this, which is that the vocalist / I don't know, I feel like he does a lot of the instruments. He didn't start playing music until he was like getting ready to go to college. So
real quick,
we are
Alex.
literally hearing this band learn how to play in real time.
Real quick, real quick question. What is the name of the singer of 21 Pilots?
I know his name is Tyler.
I think it is Tyler Joseph.
This MF's name is Tyler Joseph.
Here's the thing. It's such
This
a
is the
low
whitest.
fucking...
This is the whitest fucking man on the planet.
Okay,
We
look,
just talked
okay.
about ex-ambassadors, and you're gonna say that about this guy. Come
I
on.
can't believe, Gavin, you're citing against the song that talked about "Come" and for this absolute fucking.
I have heard a
corporate
1,000 blues
soulless
rock
bullshit.
songs
Still,
that mean
yeah.
You gotta
nothing.
leave.
This
You
is
gotta
good.
leave Come out of
I
it.
don't understand how you could possibly. It's Stockholm syndrome
All right,
again.
no,
It's
no,
fucking
no,
Stockholm
it's not
syndrome.
No.
Stockholm syndrome. This song
No, this
deserves
song is
reappraisal.
different. Yes,
This song is different
than
from its
all the other
peers.
songs we have heard. This like it,
It's
Look,
every.
It's
I-
it's
I
highly
fucking-
influential. It's poppy and it's about something and has ideas musically and lyrically, and probably helped loads of teens navigate and have language for their anxieties. Plus,
if
like
we would be
it's
the
it's
big
about how growing up and facing the reality of global capitalism makes you feel like a piece of
No!
meat. How can we fucking hate this? This song is great.
No,
yes.
I want to talk about 21 Pilots a little bit because Matty intimated at it earlier. Like I was poisoned on the well of 21 Pilots from the jump because my first exposure to them was that fucking miserable car radio song, which is just Hobo Johnson like 5 years earlier, whatever. And the widespread reaction to that was like, oh my God, this guy's a virtuoso. And I'm listening to it in my ears and I'm going, this is just like one of those crazy white boy rap videos on Facebook or whatever. Like, this is exactly what that is. And it's the first time I ever felt out of touch with youth when I realized that, like, I am not a teenager anymore. There are people who are like younger and have a freer, different spirit than I do. And I'm becoming aged and cracked because nothing about 21 Pilots sounds good or enjoyable to me. I have never enjoyed a single one of their songs. I hate their whole shtick. I hate their whole multiple persona thing. I hate that you have to know lore to appreciate the fucking songs and the albums. And like, I don't care if they ever will put out the one that's like, this one's actually good. I just like, I can't do it with this band. They're not for me.
This is music for high school debate kids who just lost their semifinals round.
No, it's not, though.
Inherently, there's nothing wrong with that. Inherently, there is nothing wrong with that. We just need to like address it on its face that this is fucking like auditory Rick and Morty, and that's okay. It can just exist, but like I don't.
I've heard enough from the haters here. Alex, I am completely on board with you. Said this is a song. Look, okay, AJ, Dill. This is episode 5. We have done 5 fucking episodes of this. 5, again, the Butt Rock number ones, to reiterate, was so much fun for a variety of reasons. But one is that, for the most part, the songs that we listened to, almost all those songs were about something. At the end of the day, they were about something. And this song is a throwback to that it is about something. Look, does the way that it delivers the messages, is it kind of clunky? Admittedly, yeah, it's a little clunky at times. Tyler Joseph is not the best rapper, I guess, but obviously, he's improved greatly from Car Radio because that song, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
But like as Alex said, the production here is really good. It's the first song I think we've listened to on this week's episode where like I can close my eyes and I don't imagine a car commercial. I don't know what. Yeah, I can maybe hear the instrumental be playing for a car commercial, but it would be going completely against the point of the song. Like it would just be like against that. And
you're right. This is
it wouldn't work
over a coming of age movie that is made by fucking Nickelodeon. That's it. You're absolutely
which
right.
is better than car commercial music.
This is Sunday Night Football promo music.
No, that's Congos. That's Congos.
No one's getting hyped over this. This is not promo music.
I have no interest. I had no knowledge of 21 Pilots, but I was not like, I'm going to write them off. In fact, I had that same sort of worldview of like, why would I write something off? It's the idea of like, apparently they have like some lore and stuff that's pretty creative and interesting, I guess, and it's just not for me. It doesn't seem to be like my targeted sort of stuff. So like, that's fine, but I'm not going to just be like, ugh, this band. This was my first time actively going out of my way to listen to them. And my God, I hate it. Like, I genuinely like just it's gym class heroes, but for the new generation.
This was the beginning of Zoomer culture, in my opinion.
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
sure.
But you guys are just fucking old.
You're just saying that, you're just saying like the kids are wrong. Like
the kids are wrong. The kids are
You're just Principal Skinner right now.
Here's the thing. We would be
wrong when I was a kid.
I believe that if you are over the age of 21 and you have a positive opinion on this song, I just do not want to hear it.
You're such a freaking principal-ass, detention-ass nerd.
Yeah,
Let's be real.
I'm going to give you a wedgie, Dill.
Yeah, here's the thing. If we shit on this and loved Linkin Park, we would be the biggest pieces of shit on earth. This is just Linkin Park for kids who are younger than us.
I don't like this song, but unlike the other half of this playlist, I don't want to wipe it from the face of the earth. Like, I'm glad the people who like it and find value in it do so. I just must be honest to my interiority and say it hurts my ears when he goes, my name's Blurry Face and I don't care what you think.
Sure, but all these songs suck so bad and they're about nothing and stand for nothing and have no personality attached to them whatsoever. And this one is just, aside from obviously the greatest song of all time, Hollow Moon Bad Wolf. This song is just, it's about a person, and you believe that a person has
Yeah.
felt the emotions that are being expressed in this, which I know is the lowest bar to clear ever. But given the 5 weeks we have endured, like this is automatically in the top 20. Like, no questions asked.
This is top 10 for me, for
I'd
sure,
agree. I think
easily.
it might be top 10.
The disconnect here between us and our guests is our guests have not been through the trauma of listening to these songs for fucking 5 straight weeks. You have not heard like all the different fucking Cage the Elephant songs and fucking like
Congos.
I like the Black Keys, and I never want to hear a Black Keys song for the rest of my life.
Like, this is one of the first songs that's undeniably not car commercial music. Like, it just isn't. Everything else, I could see a situation where it's in a car commercial. Even like fucking Hollow Moon, I could see it in a car commercial. A weird one. But like
the Cube.
I 100% can see this in a car commercial. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
you're just wrong.
No. I can see it 1000%. Kid getting his first car, finding that kind of individual freedom, like, and it being marketed as that kind of thing too. Because the thing is that you're right. It is something that like someone has experienced. It's something everyone has experienced, and it's so vague that it's something that like I don't see in art.
Kids. That's what it should be vague.
Yeah,
it's not even that vague. There is like unique details here in the writing. You know, obviously the situation is universal, but there is like these little bits of writing that are very like, okay, like this comes from a personal place. It's not like hey. Like there is details in the lyrics. You can paint a picture of the story here. You know,
it's
like
personal. It's intimate.
My shits are personal, but I'm not going to be writing.
I'm gonna
songs
fucking kill you.
Well, maybe you fucking should, Dale.
Guys, this is exhausting. I'm just really excited to talk about Cage the Elephant's Mess Around.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I think. Look. This
We're not gonna convince each other.
This
like it
debate's
just sounds
stalemate.
bad.
Actually, I gotta say,
we have.
I want to like, olive branch here. I think you're absolutely right that is the difference, is that basically it's the difference between white noise and what I'm hearing is like basically nails on chalkboard. At a certain point, the nails on the chalkboard becomes more interesting because at least it's fucking something. So I have to assume that that's what you're saying here.
Yeah. This song is the dress, where like half of us see one thing and half of us see the other, and there will never be any change.
The last note that I have about this is that there's like that like big domino meme, and this is the one where it's like someone listens to Blurry Face when they're a sophomore in high school, and then the big domino is the caretaker becoming a TikTok meme. So.
You got a point there. I'll give you that. Our next song, we have I think at this point we have 2 more. Actually, no, we have 3 more songs left.
Oh my fucking god! This is
3
the
more
longest
songs left. We're gonna try to speed run through.
How are we gonna do this, Matty? I know what you're about to say.
We're gonna speed run through like 2 of these. I'm gonna try. Our next song is "Mess Around" by Cage the Elephant, which was number 1 initially on February 13th, 2016, for 1 week, before it was overtaken by our next song, and then went number 1 again on March 5th, 2016, for 2 more weeks. It is "Mess Around," Cage the Elephant. Let's hear.
I don't even want to hear this one.
Me neither.
We're gonna hear a little. We're gonna hear it.
TGI Fridays and Ground and Virginia.
Well,
covered shrimp.
we have not pondered the question: what if 2 wrongs actually make a right?
No, this is Burger Records.
It makes sense that Matty likes this song because it is like exactly the same as X's and O's. They suffer from the same thing. They're both such weird, shallow ideas of what this style of music is supposed to sound like.
Actually, here's what happens. Waves quit music and decided to become a landlord, and Cage the Elephant said, I think we could do that. We could take over.
Yeah, Cage the Elephant aren't landlords. They just own their guitar player.
Would we actually prefer it if Cage the Elephant all became landlords instead of making music?
Brain blast.
We're listening to too much of this song,
Well,
Matty.
can I Can I have my piece? I have my piece.
You know what? I'm gonna say no.
Matty,
No, you
Matty, you're
can't.
about to say this song is good. It contains the line, "I think I'll pour myself a glass of water, let it flow." Like, give me a break.
This song just mentioned St. Louis, so Maddie's gonna freaking
No, I mentioned St. Louis.
St. Louis, correct?
Wee-hee.
This is a fun little surf rock ditty, and I enjoy it. And you know what? But I understand. And like I said, as I said, sometimes two wrongs can't make a right, and sometimes when you combine the Black Keys and Cage the Elephant, hey, maybe a good song can come out, and I think a good song came out. But that's all I'll say. That's all I have to say.
Cage
I will
is
not
someone's
defend my
legal
take. I will
guardian.
not.
You're not allowed to be horny.
I will not defend my take. I'm not going to say anything else. Just I like this song. I understand why you guys hate me for it, but like I said, I just I can't control what the serotonin. I cannot control the flow of the serotonin.
There is nothing more
Alright,
emblematic of the fact that we observed the unforgivable death of rock music at the hands of the ex-ambassadors than the fact that Cage the Elephant in the span of the same episode have just become a fucking diet soda light Black Keys band. Like at the start of the episode, even if people weren't as enamored with Cigarette Daydreams as I was, it was like, sure, I guess like the song is good or cute or whatever. What the fuck is this? This song means nothing. Like,
Yeah, this song's 1,000 times worse than Cigarette Daydreams.
it has no personality, and that's shocking because it's doing that same sort of just like shit-eating, like aren't I a little tricky? Aren't I a little quirky fucking thing? It's exhausting. It's exhausting.
Yeah, like I said, let's just move on. Let us move on. Our next
I'm
song,
so excited.
Our next song on the list is "Adventure of a Lifetime" by
God.
Coldplay, which was number one on my birthday. Number one on my birthday, February 20th, 2016,
That's great.
for 2 weeks. We have been
Good
so
for you,
excited.
Maddie.
Thank you. We've been so excited to talk about the song for weeks now because, for one, this song is actually really good, and as you'll hear,
Yes.
as you'll hear. And number two, there's the Coldplay
Monkey
plays
mode.
monkey mode.
Hashtag monkey
Let's get into
mode.
it. Touch, and I think Chris Martin sounds nice and sounds like he's having fun because he's a monkey. That's what.
I like.
Yeah.
Beat skill.
I like.
Should we
Look at the beat
explain
skill.
the monkey?
Yes.
I feel like we should talk about the song and then we should talk about the monkey.
Yeah, we should.
Yes. Okay.
I find it really funny that this is a song about getting divorced from Gwyneth Paltrow and then finding your happiness once again. I just think that's really interesting.
Chris Martin divorced Gwyneth Paltrow because she was brave enough to say who was in Paris.
They had a conscious uncoupling. Something I was thinking about when I was listening to this song a lot this week is like, do you guys remember during like the butt rock era where the big joke or whatever was, oh, you know how I know you're gay? You listen to Coldplay. And it was one of those like aggressively machismo things to be like, I never fucking listened to Coldplay. Like Coldplay fucking suck, dude. They're mellow and they're lame and they're like just a band for chicks or whatever. And then you flash forward 10, 15 years, and I am not endorsing a return of, the homophobia of the early 2000s or whatever, but like Coldplay are just the biggest band in the world, like headlining all these festivals, and just people are pounding pitchers of Bud Light while listening to fucking Adventure of a Lifetime. And in some way, it rings out to just this hollowness in the neoliberal culture of this era that is just so like, no one. This is the most Obama era song I have ever heard in my entire life. In that it is just like trying to appeal to everyone, piss off no one, and not be memorable in any way whatsoever, except for that guitar. Like that guitar, like do be nice.
Yeah.
This song has so much swag. I don't know how you could hate this.
Have you seen those fucking monkeys? Like,
We're not talking about the monkeys yet. We're not talking about the monkeys yet. This is coming from someone who's a big Milo Zoloto defender, which I think, again, maybe I'm
That was
the
a
only
great
person
album.
on the. That album's really good.
Yeah.
I don't like explicit pop Coldplay. I like Coldplay. I love Viva La Vida. Like I love all Coldplay albums up to Milo Zoloto. And I thought that fucking song that Chris Martin wrote about like Batman fan fiction or whatever was on this album, but just like this whole, and then I found out today that they have that Hymn for the Weekend song or whatever that's like has 1.4 billion views. I don't understand what happened to Coldplay and why they were just like, yeah, on autopilot is the best way to describe it. I have nothing more to say about this. It's just poo poo pee pee.
This is Viagra commercial music.
It's
Why
so
are we
fucking
being mean?
boring.
Why are we being so mean to this,
This is
good
boring?
song?
It's so fucking boring.
That's all
It's
the thing
it's
you have
fucking
heard.
wallpaper.
Thank you.
No.
Okay.
Come on.
I
The
just
guests
I
just don't get it. The guests just
Yeah.
don't understand it.
Chris Martin is the only horny guy on this list who fucks lovingly, and that is so refreshing to hear. After weeks of the other shit.
He does so to build up a reputation in which he does so, though. He does it for himself. He does so selfishly. He seems like that kind of person. But like
Chris Martin has always given off like nice guy energy.
Stop
Exactly.
projecting
No
on
way.
Chris. Stop projecting your little things onto Chris Martin. He seems like a swell guy. Okay. He's dating Dakota Johnson. They look cute together. All right. I'm celebrity gossip. Matty is coming out right now. Let's just all come together. Let's talk about the monkeys. Let's just talk about these damn monkeys.
Do we think Chris Martin is of the Dave Grohl camp and eats goop? Is that what we think?
Oh hell yeah! You kidding?
Yeah, of course he eats pussy.
But he just doesn't talk about it because he's, a nice swell
Yeah.
guy. He doesn't have to.
Yeah, he's not a freak about it, but he enjoys some good munch.
I think that Chris Martin likes to enjoy
Okay, let's go. Okay,
I want the fucking monkeys.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the Beats Pill monkeys.
monkey time. Monkey time. It is time, folks, to exit from society and re-enter monkey. So the backstory of the monkey is that the music video is basically just mocap footage of the band being monkeys. It's them, they are playing monkeys. It's like
An army of dancing.
They worked with Andy fucking Circus to make this video. Like this is canonically a this is a canonically Planet of the Apes music video. Okay, this is canonically in the Planet of the Apes universe. It is
You
wonderful.
haven't addressed how they're turned into monkeys, and that's of course
Are they turned into
power.
monkeys?
Well, it happens before the start of the video, but it's implied in the subtle mythology that the power of the Beats pill transformed the band Coldplay into the dancing monkeys.
Give me
Or
one
is
of
it
those
just
damn
everything-
Beats pills. Give me one of those damn
I
Beats pills.
actually
Coldplay took the Beats pill, and now they're monkey brained.
I think the narrative-
monkeys
yeah,
took the
I think-
Beat Pill and became Coldplay.
Yeah,
'Cause
I think the
started
narrative.
rocking
Yeah,
and wearing hats. This is about
No,
evolution. this
I
music
think it's
video.
obvious that Coldplay has turned into the monkeys in this video. Like especially when they collaborate with Andy Serkis, like
You're
they
gonna
got
talk
the
about how 21 Pilots has too much lore, and then you come in here with this whole Coldplay monkey ass theory.
Look, 21 Pilots has stupid lore that's about like growing as a person and overcoming your, insecurity and mental.
AJ,
illness.
what the
and
fuck?
Coldplay is about becoming a monkey.
It is about becoming a monkey. That is pretty cool.
It's clear. It's clear in the video that some monkeys find a Beats pill and become
Under some
Coldplay.
leaves.
Like
Find a
that
Beats
is
pill
the
under
narrative
leaves.
of the video. That's
Are
that's
we
what
not
Playing Adventure of a Lifetime.
Are we not to believe that Chris Martin and the boys have been transformed into monkeys? And the thing is that it's not grotesque and not sort of Cronenbergian body horror, but they are in fact enjoying it. They've been taken, one can assume, on the adventure of a lifetime, and that is some sort of trans-species narrative.
No, I think this is the origin story of Coldplay. Like this isn't the continuing adventures of Coldplay.
Oh.
This is where they came from.
Okay,
Yeah,
see, this is again chicken and the egg. This bullshit. None of that. What came
Yeah.
first, the Coldplay or the monkey?
You know that Charles Darwin's initial title for whatever the fuck one of the books he wrote was called, I'm blanking right now, was actually Adventure of a Lifetime.
Origin of the Species.
The Origin of the Species, Adventure of a Lifetime. Makes you think.
It really does.
Oh god.
I'm watching the music video right now, and the switch from the monkey to Chris Martin is not exactly seamless, but beautiful. Truly.
Oh man.
I'm so glad we got Coldplay on this show.
Monkey.
Coldplay is one of the only things keeping me going. I love this band.
Who hated Paradise? Didn't someone hate
I
Paradise?
fucking
did.
hate
I
Paradise.
I hate
That
Paradise.
sucks.
I hate Paradise.
Paradise is good.
No,
Yeah, Paradise
AJ.
is good.
That
But
hook is
but
terrible.
considering what we've gone through in this series, I may be willing to change my opinions at this
No,
point.
Paradise is still my second least favorite song I've heard.
I don't know what anything is anymore, man.
Yeah, how
that's
are we
fair.
going to talk
Like,
about
no
this
monkey.
last song? Like, what are you?
We're
even
just
say?
not gonna
cares?
talk about it. We're just not gonna talk about it. We're just gonna barely.
Yeah,
we're just gonna brush
I wish-
over it.
I wish we had ended with Coldplay Monkeys instead of
watching
whatever this
Look,
is.
Yeah, this just feels cruel.
Sorry everybody, but our final song of this episode, which we're not gonna say, we're gonna go right back to Monkeys after this, okay? We're gonna go right back to Monkeys. is Foles' Mountain at My Gates, was written number 1 on March 19th, 2016 for 1 week. I'm gonna play literally maybe 20 seconds of this song, and then we're gonna go back to Monkeys, okay? While the song is playing, though, I'm gonna say this song is about nothing, but hey, I kind of like it, but that's it.
I ended up forgiving this song slightly because, like, you watch the music video and it looks like an actual band playing music, which I think more just illustrates how desperate I am for live music.
Isn't this a band that people like?
Yeah.
Foles is all right.
Like this is like the most nothing song I've ever heard on this playlist so far. There's nothing to latch onto or to even care about in the contents of this song. Like, I thought this was like a math rock band, but maybe I was just lied to. But because I think it sucks.
It's one of those enemy psyop bands, Gavin. That's all you need to know.
I feel like I've been lied to. I know people who like this band. I feel like they're lying to me about liking this. It's nothing. Who cares?
Well, they'll all say that the first albums are good, and then everything after is a little. That's where they get into iffy territory.
First you hear Foles, then you get monkeyed.
All right, let's go back to Monkey real quick.
Word for word, what I wrote
is
I guess it's fine, but Jesus Christ, my brain hurts so bad I can't appreciate it at all.
Oh God. Yeah, that was.
There's so many monkeys. You weren't kidding.
It's nothing Black Keys.
Coldplay, Adventures of a
I
Lifetime.
see a poopy in my pants.
I
that
love
Coldplay video has 1.1 billion views. I think the last time I
fucking
checked.
rules.
Not enough.
It's
Not
insane.
enough.
As a
Yeah,
society, we have just embraced the monkeys. We are all monkey pilled.
If there are any artists listening and would like to draw your beautiful hosts as monkeys with a Beats pill, I'd be pretty down for that.
Same. All right.
I'll see what I can do in my downtime.
Well, okay. I think that'll do it for this episode because we're going way too long. We're this is over 2 hours at this point. So
yeah, we're at 2.5, I think.
Yeah. There'll be stuff I'll get covered still. Nevertheless, once again, thank you AJ, thank you Dill, thank you David for all y'all joining us. Oh, actually, I'm gonna take that. Dill, thank you for joining us. David, thank you for joining us. AJ, fuck you.
I was gonna say we're gonna thank AJ for what he's just done to us.
I have one more surprise.
Oh no.
Oh God.
I have one more surprise to share as a farewell transmission. I have a close friend who actually works very high up in a high profile position in one of the record labels that produces some of the music that we listened to tonight. And as a concerned citizen, I reached out to them and asked, hey, what's going on? Me and my friends, the hosts of the Indie Heads podcast, are a little concerned about the state of rock music and what's going on. And they sent me back a very rushed and very worried message, and they said, yeah, things here are not good, but don't worry, there are some of us on the inside in the label who are fighting the good fight, and I just need you to believe in the power of rock and roll music. I want you to share this message on the airwaves. I don't know when I'll be able to share more, but it will keep coming. So I just wanted to share one quick little brief I got from my friend who I will only refer to as the Car Anon. So this is what they sent over. 329, yes, the engine is running. 419, yes, nothing can stop what is coming. 253, yes. Do you know who sold their guitars today? Corruption at the highest level. Intentional or careless? Hunters become prey. What prevents the label from creating a fake band? We used to have guitar solos. Now our guitars are so low, underground. Lesson of the day, break the algorithm, feel the thunder. Remember live percussion, remember the grand piano. Define gold on the ceiling. Who holds the information? We live in a post-Malone era. What came before? How many people in the Academy does Macklemore have dirt on? Everything is blurry. Everything is so messed up. How did Dave Grohl break his leg? Time is up. This is war.
Dude, I am so exhausted.
I don't want to do this anymore. What do we have in store next week?
Next week we'll be joined by Britt and friend of the pod Rob, aka at Catholic Dad 420. Very excited to have both of them on. It was our first 5-person episode of the car commercial number 1. So we're finally leaving the 6-person format briefly. Yeah, that's it. I don't even know how to fucking end this. AJ,
I feel like I got punched. I feel like someone punched me.
I
feel it too, Gavin.
I've been working 13-hour days, on a set, lifting and carrying things, and I am more exhausted right now than I have been in the month that I've been working that job.
Principal Dill, AJ, Principal Dill, y'all duke it out. Y'all kill
You're
each
all
other.
expelled. You're all expelled. Suspended forever. Expelled. Get out of my fucking office.
Thank you. All right, that'll do, everybody. We're gonna say goodbye now. Hopefully, enjoy this week's episode, and we will see you all next week for another episode of the car commercial number 1s if we survive that long.
Thanks for having me.
We used to play pretend, wake up, you need the money. Used to play pretend bunny. We used to play pretend, wake up, you need the money. Used to play pretend, give each other different names. We would build a rocket ship and then we fly far away. Used to dream of outer space, but now they're laughing at the face, saying, wake up, you need to make money.